Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful Wednesday. Uh, quick little announcement with all of our love and joy to give the community. A slight tragedy has occurred. For those of you that may or may not know, friends of ours, friends of our players and loved ones, as well as the nerd community as a whole, was in a tragic accident. Brandon Jackson was in a car accident with his loved ones. His child is okay and in care of his family. However, he himself is in ICU, and regrettably, his wife has not survived the incident. We will be posting a link in the chat for a GoFundMe to help with funeral costs and other assistances. Please, if you can, give them some love as they have loved all of us this entire time. So let's give the love right back. On a more uplifting note, good friend, legend in the chat, Mahooch himself, is working on a beautiful mural and has another link for any sort of help or assistance that can receive to get this beautiful mural placed up. And sure enough, I'm sure once it's up, you can see all the wonderful pictures and just share it with the world. And that link should also be in the chat. If it's not, please, one of my amazing players or producers, let me know, and I will be more than happy to copy and paste it into the chat right away. Um, Without further ado, once again, thank you so much for joining us. All the love to the Jackson family, and we hope that today we have a fun time just watching and laughing together. That being said, let's do a quick introduction to these amazing people that you see with us. I should note, Kylie and Ian will not be joining us tonight, and we look forward to seeing them next week, and our love goes out to them, as it always does. But let's start off first with Mr. Michael Powell. Tell us who you're playing, who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Well, I am Michael Powell, and I play the fabulous Rufus. This just hit me in my glasses. Okay, that clack.
Oh
What is
no!
It's from my little hoodie thing.
Oh
Draw.
no.
Just got
Luckily,
out
it didn't break my
roofed.
glasses. But anyway, I play the fabulous Rufa, and he's a human investigator. And yeah, our pronouns are he, him, they, them.
Excellent. Next up, Sidney Rubino. Tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, my name is Sidney Rubino. I play Alona, the half-elf cloistered cleric, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. We're both we women's.
Next up, Sam Sterling. Please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I am Sam Sterling, and I am playing Ichipoktan Papakui, also known as La Pacifica Dorita. And our pronouns are she, her. I did the extra long version since there's less of us this time.
Nice.
Love that guy. Draw that out. Well, my name is PJ Megaw. I am the GM of Edge of Legend. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll be playing all the characters and everything else in between. What y'all might have missed last episode, the big 4040. The heroes of Edge of Legend. By the way, the team of heroes still needs a hero name for their group. They need a group name.
We can't choose it this episode. Everyone's gone.
Well, no, but any suggestions from the chat,
That's true.
we
That's
very
true.
appreciated.
Keep your minds on that, chat.
Yeah,
all
and
my
if you wanna-
suggestions has been shot down because they were all innuendos. Just
Yeah.
saying.
I mean, your heart was in the right place with Spear, but Spear can become a problem after.
It wasn't the heart.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
It was
Sorry, what was that, Sam?
nothing.
Oh, that's not good. Well, yeah, you can also join us in the Discord where we're talking about this name and many other things, as well as fresh memes and whatnot. So join us in the Discord. Let's figure out a name for these heroes. But in episode 40, they finally were able to get into a mind-boggling place called the Sand Sea. Looks like a far-reaching desert as far as the eye can see, mirages and churning sand constantly just pitching left and right. But their guide Martin was telling them, no, this was low tide. In fact, when high tide kicked in, a massive tsunami or tidal wave, if you will, displaced immediately, and they had to survive a drastic change in both geography, topography, weather, etc. After 6 days of travel, and at least one chance where a certain cleric almost died, they were finally able to survive the 6 days of travel and crash the ship onto a coast that they then later learned was the coast of northern Asmacon. And that is where we kick in really fast before we go. Rick M, the GM, thank you so much for your coffee donation. We really appreciate the help and the love. Much appreciated. So without further ado, uh, you wake up with this sort of, you know, that feeling you have when you say maybe you're a scare actor in Hollywood, or you're running a marathon, or maybe you've just been LARPing a whole weekend and you're finally getting up from your first good night's sleep, how your body is like on edge and everything is sore and you have no idea where you are right now. You wake up with that feeling. It's almost like the past 6 days and the past 6 minutes have blended into the same infinitesimal segment of time, and you have no concept of your reality. Um, so once that feeling comes about you, your eyes slowly open, and you can smell the wonderful breeze of the ocean. You can hear the waves moving, and you can hear people talking in the Asmakan language. Ichi, of course, you know this language. You recognize what they're saying. It's just sounds like fishermen talk, throwing nets. And as you start to open your eyes, once again, you are greeted by the face of a jaguar pelt staring at you, just kind of moving around you until eventually the jaguar pelt rolls up and you see a human face staring underneath the jaguar pelt. You can see kind of this rich green color, some red stripes on the chin. You know, different warriors have different color paints, and they kind of look at an Osmicon. They're like, they're awake again. Vitals look okay. Breathing's all right. Do we see any weird injuries? Nope, they're not bleeding either. All right. And they look to you and in common, they're like, You you okay? You good?
The latte. Somebody. A latte.
Bigfoot kind of blink his eyes open and just mutters, "That was that was much longer than a 3-hour tour as advertised."
Ilona is just going to sit up. She might just spit out some sand that she might have had in her mouth. I assume maybe she like plopped down face first when she passed out, and she's just going to look around and stretch, take stock of where everybody is. Question for context.
Uh-huh.
Is Shionavis and Woodward with us, or is it just the three of us alone right now?
They are absolutely with you.
Okay, cool.
They're definitely kind of rocked by the travel and the crash, but they're with you.
Okay, cool. Taking stock that everybody's still there. And she begins asking some questions because why wouldn't she? Who are you?
They kind of look around, and in common they respond, "My name is Kipaktuli, and this is Joku. We are some of the local warriors of Northern Asmakan. You're on the coastal. Which fishing village is this? Doesn't matter. You're in one of the fishing villages just outside Tenactalan. That's our capital, our holy capital. You're not from around here. You," and they point to Ichi, "you might be."
Oh, not like here. Like more southward. Got lattes here though, right?
Um, South of. Oh, oh, the mask. Hey, we got a luchadora here.
Yeah.
Off in the distance, you see like one of the Jaguar warriors is just kind of like helping with something. They kind of look up and go, "No way, which one?" Hey, what's your lucha name? What's your name?
You really want to know? You want to know?
I mean, Tuli wants to know. Tuli Talak, he wants to know, and you might be one of his favorites. I don't know.
Well, does he recognize this? And I'll put on my mask. I'll get myself up from the sand with my my big old mallet, and I will step. Like I'll do a little jog, a little far away, and then I will come running towards them, plant the mallet, and do my round the world finishing move while kicking forward, jumping off, and smashing the mallet into the ground. And then I'll strike a pose.
All right. So you use a signature move, the Circle of Life, and sure enough, Tuli Talak is like, yeah, oh my god, by the Rainin City, what do you do? How come not the temple? Oh my goodness. He runs up, he starts shaking your hand. I'm a big fan of you, your pedigree, your legacy, your grandmother, your dad. Oh my god, and even your uncle. I'm such a huge fan of your work.
Oh, yeah. She plops down. She's still kind of tired. Um, come sit with me, buddy. What's your name?
My name is Tuli Talak.
Come sit. She'll pull out like a soggy piece of paper that she just parchment scrap she has, try to dry it out. She will be sadly attempting to give him her autograph while they sit there on the sand. The quill's not working too well. She's like, so my uncle, she folds up the soggy parchment, hands it to him. He's no longer with this world. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Which side did he choose?
Well, he chose out of character. He chose life, right?
He did.
God's goldfish brain. Y'all thought I was pausing for dramatic effect, didn't you?
20 episodes. We can forgive some,
Okay.
some memory farts. Yeah.
And then we go, he chose life.
Tuli Talak stands up, and to all the Jaguar warriors, he's like, the Iron Frog chose life. And they all, like, two of them were like, yeah. And other two are like, I don't get the reference. But the other two are like super stoked. Like they're hugging and they're like, oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I was really lucky that I got to talk to him a little bit after he went. So, but well, there's my autograph. You have that now. It's dripping a little bit. Hold on to that. That's gonna be worth a lot once I, get my belt back, get my title back.
Oh, did you lose it in the Sansi?
What?
Did you lose your
What?
belt in the Sansi? No.
No, what? I did. What did I say about my belt? We're
You
tired.
said you lost it. Maybe you misplaced it. Maybe it's with your
Yeah.
things. I can look in your things if you find it on
Oh,
shore.
that's fine. Thank you. No, that was just, I don't know what I'm talking about. I get like this when I haven't had caffeine for 5 days.
Oh.
Can we like get off this beach?
Oh, yeah. Hey, pack leader, can we take him into the big city? And the guy who was first talking to all of you kind of looks at him. Knowing smile warmly crosses his face. Yeah. Let's go back. I'm sure the king is gonna want to meet them. Wait. First of all, why are you here? You just came across the most treacherous bit of landmass between us and the North Continent, and you don't have goods to trade. What are you doing here?
Well, these fine people, and she points to everyone, are the tip of the spear. And she'll look at Alona and Rufa and everyone else and expect them to say something official.
Quick question, PJ. When they were speaking their language, I was wondering if what was the root? Because Rufus going to try to see if is it a Dwarven root? Is it common root or
It is an Asmacon root.
Oh.
of the fifth age of Aza. It's you're not gonna be able to unless you know it. You're not gonna be able to pick out a root. To be fair, no one will be able to pick out your country's root unless they know it either. So,
True.
yeah. So, so the pack leader, as he's called, turns to everyone and goes, "Tip of the spear. So, are you a mercenary band? Are you a war tribe? What's going on?"
So, I'm assuming that you haven't seen any orcs with large griffins in your part of the country yet.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, while
That's
Mhm.
hero point.
CJ,
Using it
while
early.
that's
Why
going
not?
on, could Rufa's gonna study the assembled group there and just to make sure if you could tell if they're lying or not, like their intentions basically.
Which group? The Jaguar Warriors?
Yeah. Based off of whatever Sydney's gonna ask. Basically, Rufa the lie detector.
Well, let's her do the roll first, and then we'll jump to you in that case.
All right.
I got a 19.
19. Okay. So when you say the bit about orcs riding griffins and that whole bit, the
Mhm.
leader of the pack, uh, he's you can see his eyes immediately kind of steel with a knowing look and a concern at that. His lips get tight, his jaw kind of sets a little bit, and he kind of nods and he speaks in Osmocon, and you each you would know this. He looks at me and goes, "They're mentioning the orcs on birds." Yeah. Ready your bolas just in case. And he turns back to you, and in common, he continues and he says, "I'm familiar. What about them?"
Uh, we're here to stop them.
Bold. Do you have a plan on how to stop them?
Well, we were hoping that if we put our heads together with you, we could figure out a way.
Okay. Before I take you to my king, who probably would be more of a threat to you than you would be to him, I want to make sure that I have some sort of collateral with which to bring outsiders into the kingdom.
How do you mean?
I want to make sure that when I bring you to the Golden City, that you're not going to try anything funny. Your friend, as from what I hear from Tuli Talak, apparently is an amazing warrior of South Asmakon, which is confusing because if she was still on this continent coming from the south, she wouldn't be coming from the Sand Sea.
I'm really bad with directions. So where I would or would not be coming from is a moot point. Just so you know.
Just for giggles, give me a diplomacy check.
Oh shoot, I don't have my character sheet up.
Oh,
That's
this
a
one.
4 on the die face though, so I doubt that's gonna be that high.
I mean, who knows? Maybe you got a plus 14. I'm just saying, you don't know.
That's true.
You do have some very crazy stats.
Diplomacy. What's the root for diplomacy? Just so I can
Charisma.
Yeah.
charisma. Ah, here it is. Oh. It's a 12.
Okay, it's 12. It's 12. The leader of the pack looks to you and he says, "Right, you got your directions mixed up, which is how you ended up from the south end of our home continent onto the Sand Sea to come back. Sorry, I'm not buying it. I'll tell you what. If you can bring me an animal heart, any animal, Give it to me. I know you're serious, or at least serious enough to attempt to get our good graces.
Quick, quick interjection. That is, I see a thing that we can do that. However, is there a way to perhaps gain your trust without taking the life of an innocent creature?
Hmm. Hmm.
We would love to prove to you that we are here for the purposes that we are here for. However, I we do not want to w- uh hmm
She's a
never.
vegetarian.
Yes, I am. And taking
Oh,
life is hard for me. So I was wondering if you had a vegan course of action.
A,
a
a
vegan
vegan,
sacrifice.
a vegan
Vegan.
sacrifice.
Can we chop
Here's
off a head of lettuce, please?
here's an organic, cruelty-free sacrifice. Okay.
Um,
Yes, Michael.
I have a question. Earlier you said that they're going to look through our uh equipment. Does that mean we don't have our stuff with us right now?
Good question. No, you have it. It's just all the greater stuff that you packed onto the boat with Martin. It's there, shorthand. It's there. It's just, for the
Okay.
sake of, yeah.
Okay. At this moment, Rufus going through his pack, looking through all his stuff, just making sure no bottles or anything's been broken or anything like that.
Thankfully, though, none of your equipment, your hard-earned equipment, has been broken or lost or destroyed.
This is not my idea, but I think it's wonderful, so I'm going to bring it in. Thank you, Effie Burton. Ilona suggests perhaps we can bring you a heart of palm.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Please, please, please. Okay. All right. All right.
Great heart.
Oh
of
my
palm.
God! Shut up!
No.
Yes!
Nat 20.
Yes!
Sure enough, you're like heart of palm, and the guy looks to you. He does what I do. He just hand on the forehead and rubs the stress out of his brow. He goes, "Yeah, that would be terrific. If you could just get a heart of a palm, at least we know you're serious. This is ridiculous. Hey, Tuli Tulak, I blame you. This is your fault."
Oh no! I'm just gonna look to the poor guy he just looked at, and I was like, "It's okay. Every time something goes wrong, they blame me too."
And he goes, "Oh, are you the Tuli Tulak of your group?"
No, just kidding. That's Tobias.
Tobias comes out of the water, stomping as like water just deluges out of his armor. His hair's all in his face. He spreads it, whips it. I feel like it is important at this time to remind you that I will rake you. And I am soaking wet in every part of my orifices.
Well, at least you're still alive, intern.
Yeah, at least I'm still bloody alive. And he kind of trudges back to stand with heavy boots. You see Morel struggling to sit up from a full back position with his armor taking on all of the water and sand. His head's up and like he gets into a sit up and they just kind of he's turtling real bad. Ugh.
I just imagine literally everybody awkwardly watching him do this. So yeah, so you're the intern of your group then. Is that what you're saying? I think you're cool.
Oh, that means a lot. What's an intern?
It's the person who buys the lattes.
Oh, okay, I've heard about that from South Asmacon. Sometimes when we go to see shows, we get one. We don't have those in Talaktalon. We have raw.
What? You d- you don't have latte?
No, no, we have something else. It's just as good. It's just as good. You're gonna love it. Trust me. I'll buy you some. You're gonna have a great time.
Ichi looks back to the boat. She's seriously considering getting back.
Rufa looks at her and just goes, hopefully it's better than what they're serving over at Fort Raggedy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Morel shudders. He's like, that coffee was the absolute worst thing that I've ever put in my body. Whoa.
Well, onward, I guess, to our palm adventure.
Can I make a nature check to see where we can find a heart of palm?
Absolutely. I was just about to ask for either a nature or survival check to find where one could get a heart of palm.
Oh, we're so good. Oh, we're finding this thing right off the bat. Oh, you bet your sweet booty we are. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That I need to do math. I can't add nines for some reason.
I love
Wow.
how Rick and Morty that was. Oh yeah. Yeah, we found it all right. You better believe
Yeah,
it.
Rick.
Oh.
We're gonna find that palm, Rick. Yeah, Rick.
Morty, there's no heart. There's no love in this world. The heart's just in Rick and Morty.
No.
All right, Morty. It's just all it is blood. That's all it is.
Oh, geez.
Can I aid Sidney with a medicine check if the heart of palm is a medical plant or anything like that?
No, not a medicine check.
right.
It'd have to be a similar check.
I rolled a 28, though.
Damn. Yeah, no, I think this girl is on fire. I think this girl's got it. So you're walking down the beach. You're seeing the fishing village as you're searching for a heart of palm, and this is kind of a really immaculate fishing village. You see men and women and children, all ages, all genders, out and about, and they're fishing, they're throwing, and even though this is a job, that you're getting a feeling is not just money for the city and the town, but it's food. Like the fish of this village is literally life. Um, you can even see some of it being reflected in their clothes. They have like amazing pelts of different exotic animals, different fish, some scales that just shine in the sun with this rainbow color. Um, some feathers kind of woven in for effect. And they're laughing, they're talking, and anyway, so the whole vibe of this place is just life, community, fish. And around this time, you see these massive palm trees, and this other amazing vegetation. You even see some really crazy, beautiful animals with intense coloring. You can see this one monkey with bright red fur, a mane like a lion, and these big blue eyes, and like the reddish orange fur and a long tail. And he's just kind of looking at you all.
Monkey. I don't trust monkeys. Yeah, see, Rufo, you see how he looks at you all adorable? Don't trust it. Don't trust it.
Rufa just does the gesture to the monkey.
Give me a religion check.
Okay.
Oh, no.
That is a 15.
15.
got a-
Rufa, what's that religion check?
19?
19.
All right, wait. Can I do one, though?
Sure.
26.
Okay. So, as you all look at this monkey, you've never seen a monkey like this before. In Southwest Pecan, you definitely have beautiful wildlife. I mean, amazing. You have like penguins and armadillos and these amazing birds and birds of prey and amazing creatures. You've never seen a monkey this vibrant color with this like sheer focused attention on you. Some of you are like, this monkey kind of like reminds me of a story I heard about a local god or a local folk tale. You kind of think, Oh yeah, maybe it's like one of those servants of Kioma who just goes out and sows chaos randomly, or a god taking on the shape of another creature. But then Michael Powell, Rufa remembers a very, very unfortunate series of tales about a monkey who matches this monkey's description. A very mischievous and thieving monkey who matches this monkey's description almost to the T. And this monkey's looking at you and just kind of keeps pointing at you with a finger. Huh. Huh.
See, like I said, Rufo does the whole, I'm watching you, monkey, hand gesture again. I know I don't have the feat for intimidating glare or anything like that, but how is there a way for Rufo to like convey intimidation to that monkey with hand gestures or anything like
Just roll
that?
an intimidation. Yeah, I'll
Trying
give
to
you that.
intimidate this monkey.
This monkey is a jerk.
Tell on sight.
26.
26. So even applying some penalties for a potential language barrier, it still gets the body language and everything pretty clear. Eventually, the monkey looks and it kind of hops back arched in place away from you, head still kind of over the shoulder, and then just starts running. But you swear on all that you believe before it ran away, you saw a cheeky smile looking at you before it ran off.
Rufa quickly glances over at Itchy, goes, I see your point. I see your point.
Check your pockets.
Rufa's gonna do the glasses, phone, wallet check.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, watch.
Mm-hmm.
Is anything missing?
Yes.
Michael.
Michael, your whip is gone.
No!
That damn monkey took my whip.
So, are we chasing a monkey now? Ichi looks around.
Rufa just kind of dejectedly goes, regrettably, yes. And then takes off
Cue
towards where
the monkey montage.
You're the monkey montage. All right, so you guys are now chasing a monkey. Once the monkey realizes that you are chasing it, you can hear a delightful squeal as it starts booking it full speed. It's not just kind of like running, it's now sprinting. As it does, you see the entire forest is now an army on the upper floors and the ground floor of these same monkeys, all running with it like a stampede in front of you. Now, just like when you had to survive being chased by Richard, the big white worm, that sounds terrible to say out of context. You are now Richard, and you are chasing the legendary monkeys of Osmocon.
Right.
So, in this case, we're going to flip it. The DC to beat is a 20. I need at least 2. That means 2 of you have to be successful. 2 chase points. You get to tell me any skill you're making. So roll that 20. But you got to get it. If I don't get 2, you start losing them. If I get 3 losses, it's done. That means you may lose the whip. May.
All right.
May being the keyword.
Question.
Yes.
Because I still have my other weapons and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, the only thing you had taken from you was your magical whip.
Okay. Can I make an attack roll with my sling?
Damn.
I would allow that to be part of the DC 20 check in this case. All right, so starting off, get those DCs out there. What's your skill? Attack I'll allow. Just gotta beat a DC 20.
Sweet.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Calculator. I can't do math.
Nature check 25.
Oh, nice. Okay. So
App-
we got a nature check of 25. What was that, Sidney? Sam?
Athletics 19.
1 shy, Michael. What's that number?
1 away from a critical, and I gotta let's see. 28.
28. Oh my God. Yeah, no, you're fine. All right. So the first chase is good. You have 5 more legs of this chase. So you're nature checking. You're seeing that the animals are trying really hard to basically make sure that the lead monkey is being lost in their numbers. And you can assume that their pack tactic to escape is to get confusion and then scatter as hard as they can. So you're really keeping your focus on the lead pack monkey. Your slingshot finds its mark, and you can even see the monkey and kind of like get separated a bit, but he starts kind of running back in.
You'll
You
get
guys are
back
close.
here.
So you guys are slowly closing the distance. Round 2, I need a new DC check, or a new check. DC still 20. What are you going to do to close the distance on these monkeys?
Rats.
This dice is not doing it for me today. Do I use my hero point this early? Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
Because I
I
failed.
do.
please.
I'll just have to make a lot of puns this game.
I love my players know me so well.
All right, we're gonna change that dice. Okay, there we go. So that is Ichi's doing an athletics check, and that is going to be a 22, where she's just booking it as fast as her strong leg muscles can take her.
Hell yeah. All right. Anyone else? What do you got? Sidney.
Rufa once again uses his sling and uses the sling and whip it around and slings out another one of his bullets, and yeah.
All critical 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It'll be 29.
Oh
Wow,
my.
wow,
Nice.
wow.
Since that was a crit to hit, I will say that the DC has gone down by 2 for the next round, because you beam this escaping monkey hard in the back of the head, and you kind of see it like kind of like dazed a little bit, slowing down. And the other monkeys are checking in on it, like pawing it, like, you okay? And the monkey's like and keeps running. The DC to beat now, Sidney, if you want to tell me what your number is, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can.
It was a 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Round 3. So far, so good. I need from y'all DC 18, any skill check you want. I'm going to challenge Michael, since you're already doing solo those roll to hits. Try a different skill instead of beating this poor monkey with a
Darn. I
slingshot.
was gonna say Rufa was gonna yell out to the monkey, next one's gonna go up where the sun don't shine.
Why not? Meat to beat. 18 religion.
18 religion. Excellent.
Oh.
What is that, Sam?
I don't know if you can see him.
Is that not one?
He is. I can never get it to focus. Oh, I did. There he is. Do you see him?
Oh, no.
Oh, there he is. The
All
tiniest
right.
dice.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, Michael, you got to save yourself here. Round 3, DC to beats 18. What you got for me?
I'm using, since you're saying that I can't beat him again.
No, you
I will
can't beat him.
I'm gonna be using intimidation.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
I love that.
26.
Ooh.
That was
Yeah.
a threat. That was the next one's gonna go up where the sun don't shine threat.
Yes, nice.
And the shaking of the fist.
The monkey, in an unusual moment of understanding, you kind of see the hand that's not holding the whip kind of covering its butt for padding as it's now running an awkward like hop skip. You guys are closing in really fast on this monkey horde. Unless you fail all 3 of these next moments in a row, you might have this one. Round 4, DC's back to 20. What are you gonna do?
So I can't attack again, huh? No attacking again.
No, I'm gonna challenge you to not just beat this thing to death, because that's rude.
Also, we literally just said that we weren't going to like get the heart of an animal, so we should not kill an animal.
It stole from me, okay? You don't mess with Rufa's stuff, okay? Messing with Rufa's stuff is like messing with his heart. You don't do it.
Oh no, is that a 1? Oh no.
Yeah.
All right, not looking good. It's up to you all.
That's a 24 for lore.
Lore. All right, great. you are starting to remember stories about trickster gods and trickster avatars. And one of the things you always kind of remember about the stories is persistence has always like persistence and of course wit and righteousness always breaks through a lie. So you're like, if I just keep going through, I'll break out on their side. Rufa, what's your number?
Rufa got a 25, and his threat this time will be, "You'll get back in with my whip. We have a itchy. I'll make sure we'll stick itchy on you."
We have an itchy.
Oh my god.
That's great. I want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. We have a dragon. Yeah, we have an Ichi. And there's like, and then like on the back, it's Ichi pile driving a dragon.
She's not good at running though.
Hey, mood. I can lift. I can't run for crap. Michael, what was that number in that intimidation
Oh,
check?
that was a 25.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and
Solid.
even if Itchy can't run, we could just have Morel throw her.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, he's probably the strongest person to attempt that, but unfortunately, rock dwarves have like what, half movement when they're being thrown or grappled, so
Yeah.
it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
The monkeys are now starting to scatter and break apart. Some are jumping back up to the top, some are just breaking hard left. You see a few staggering, and suddenly some of the monkeys just start jumping, kind of like basically 3-card money. So you're kind of starting to figure out like, oh, they're trying to trick us up. They're about to do a break. This is the 5th round. You're already pretty sure you're chasing this monkey down to the end, but he's trying to lose you. What are you gonna do, DC, to figure out the second to last leg of the chase?
See, now this is why people have so many dice, because then you can just keep throwing away the ones that fail you. And I don't have enough dice to do that. So I have to keep using them, which is tragedy. And that one was 18 athletics.
Ah, good, but not good enough, unfortunately. All right,
Yeah.
Sidney, what you got?
I got a 16.
Ooh. As the monkeys start dancing, sure as rain, they break. And all of you just start scrambling to figure out which one is the one that has Rufus' whip. You're seeing some of them break off in the same direction you're already running, and a few of them are breaking off, just banking left as hard as possible. Since we didn't get enough to work on this one, we're now in the final round of this chase. What do you do? To continue to follow the ones going forward? Do you follow the ones that banked left? What do you do as a group? And then after you decide where you're going, I'm gonna let your DC check to close in on the monkey.
PJ,
Mhm.
when I rolled, my roll was actually for a deception roll to keep his eye on the monkey that stole his whip. So would that have helped? And I had a. Do you want me to let you know what role I had at that roll?
No, unfortunately, I
Okay.
needed 2 successes to pass, and I did not have 2 successes. But this is the last leg. Don't worry. Like I said, you're going to keep going forward, or you're going to bank left, and then from there, what is the last skill DC you're going to use to pin down this monkey?
Monkeys are tricky. So I feel like he would have banked left. What do you think, Rufa?
Okay, real quick. Is it just Rufa and Itchy and Alona? Is any of the other party members with us running?
They are there as well, but obviously, agency is going to be falling down to you 3.
Okay. So Morel and Tobias is there. Rufa's gonna look over at Itchy real quick. If need be, we could have some of us go right and then some of us go left. It's just a monkey. How much trouble could it be?
Monkeys are trouble. All right, you go right, I go left.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna be. Oops, sorry.
Oh, I said instead of athletics, I'll make that something like we'll make that acrobatics. She gonna start I don't know what she's doing, hopping through trees.
Hardcore parkour. All
Hardcore
right.
parkour to keep up with the monkeys. And that's going to be a math 26.
Nice. Rufo, what you got?
I'm going to use my hero point because I got a nat 1 this time.
Oh no. Roll that hero point.
Oh, the much better, much better. 24.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna use Rufus gonna use deception to figure out if this is the right monkey or if he's gonna have to backtrack into the other group.
Okay. So if since you're trying to figure something out, I'm gonna make that a perception check. Deception would be to lie, not to ascertain, unless you're trying to use deception to make them say something, or to
Well,
make
either,
them give you
yeah,
information.
either way, it would be the same result because the bonuses all be the same.
Yeah. Oh, even better. Okay. So yeah, sure enough. So you have Ichi who's like, oh, nuts to this. She starts grabbing hold of like a vine and starts swinging and jumping and grabbing a branch and swinging. She's like Tarzan, just
Mhm.
killing it on the aerial game. You do notice the direction you're going. I believe you're all going the same direction, correct?
I
What?
think we banked differently.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
We
where
don't
did
know-
which direction did Rufa go?
I believe Ichi said she's going left, so Rufa will be going right, which will be, I guess, straight.
Okay. So Ichi's going left, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you're going straight. Yes,
Yeah.
Rufa?
Yeah.
Okay. And just so I have everyone placed correctly, Sidney, where is Alona going?
Alona's gonna go do her own thing. I'm just kidding. Alona's gonna keep going straight.
Okay. So Alona and Rufa. Sidney, can I get your roll then really fast?
Sure, that was a 21.
Perfect. Okay. Since we're splitting the party, this will be important. Excellent. I'm going to do Ichi first. Ichi, first of all, Morel and Tobias, where are you placing them? With Ichi?
That sounds like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ichi, Morel, and Tobias. You are running on a bank left group. As you chase them, you see them running into a point of the forest. There's this massive kind of stone wall face to a great cliff. And looking up, you can see it's more beautiful vegetation. The monkeys stop, dead in their tracks. The monkeys turn to you all. Tobias, who's huffing and puffing, is like, you are making my day an absolute headache. And I freaking hate you. I freaking do. And then you see Morello just like, all right, little blighter, cough it up. Ichi, do you want to? You're probably more agreeable than myself and the twerp. Why don't you go?
Yeah. Ichi will, as she corners the monkeys, she will say in Osmocon, or is it Osmoconian? Osmocon.
Yeah, Asmakani, and I don't think there's any wrong way to pronounce that.
She will say, all right, monkey, time to give up the whip, or somebody's gonna get whipped. And she will attempt to intimidate the monkey.
All right, give me a quick intimidation check.
Okay. 21.
As you say that, the monkeys start kind of start like kind of cowering, and then their kind of cower and shitter turns into a chuckle. Oh, you're fast. You're fast. Oh, you almost got us. You almost got us.
speak.
Thought we were gonna outsmart you.
You speak. You do speak. Osmocon, why?
Because I speak whatever language I need to.
You don't have the whip. It's the other guys.
Oh, sorry. And you see them start like taking a stone and just kind of juggling. And they go, that's the thing about misdirection. Sometimes when they're looking left, when you go right, ooh, in a puff of smoke, the monkeys vanish. You just see little strands of hair kind of fall down in front of you. And you just hear Morel just go, what the bloody hells was that? Cut to uh, Rufa and Alona. You're chasing this monkey.
Shit.
As the monkey keeps running, you see it kind of like start to slow its pace down a little bit. And when you kind of follow it to this massive clearing, give me a perception check or a survival check or a nature check. Any one of those 3 wisdom-based checks.
21 perception.
Okay.
28 nature.
All right. So, Rufa, you realize this giant clearing isn't supposed to be here. And Alona's nature check shows her from the massively displaced and destroyed super trees, these giant trees that are all around this place. This clearing is actually the result of a very violent earthquake. And you can just see that the ground is just cracked open like a coconut, and a lot of the earth has just been rent open, and the trees are just falling all over the place. And once you get to this clearing, the monkey kind of stops to a slow bit and then turns to look at you. This destruction kind of silhouetting it. And then in a poof of smoke, you see a monkey man, actual size of a medium humanoid creature with this long red hair, blue eyes, this kind of gold headband, and some rather unusual clothing. And he's got your chain, Rufa, your whip chain, your magical whip. And he looks at you and he goes, hello. Good to see you. Good to have you here.
Rufa knows these type of people. You know, if you give them attention, the more attention you give them, the worse off you're going to end up. So Rufa pulls out his dagger, looks at Alona, ignoring the monkey man. We're going to be getting on hot in quite a different way this time.
Ilona looks at Rufa like, so we're going from animal heart to God heart? Was that the train of thought there? Because I'm not so sure that's a great idea, Rufa.
Monkey,
Oh.
person, God, makes no matter, Rufa. You do not steal from Rufa.
Oh. You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have stolen. No. I'll have to let go of it. And he takes the chain and throws it in the ground behind him in that deep earthquake clearing. Oops, I threw the wrong direction. And he jumps back and vanishes into smoke. And you, deep in the earthquake, the rent earth, you're another of smoke. And you remind me of him. Oh, he hated me just like you hate me.
Rufa narrows his eyes. Oh, monkey. Rufa does not know how. Rufa does not know when. But Rufa is going to get his revenge one day. And it will be a very, very, very sweet day.
And and you hear the voice coming up from this hole. Come on down. The hole's just fine. Come get your whip. Come get it. Come get it. Come get it.
Ilona looks at Rufa and she says in a very trying to be as considerate she can, Rufa, I do not know the significance of your whip other than it is magical and very powerful. However, right now might not be the time to go chasing after a magical whip fallen down a gigantic crevice with a monkey god. Maybe we can come back at a later time when we have climbing gear or more help and pick it up then.
Ichi comes like bursting into this area after that monkey having gotten away, and she says, "Where is that monkey? Let me at him. Let me at him. Where'd he go? Alona, where'd he go?"
Well, he sort of poofed.
Poofed
Rufus
where?
like looking down a hole and then doesn't even look back to Alona and just goes, "It is the principle of the thing."
Alona, give me a perception check really fast.
I absolutely will, of course, anytime.
Mm-hmm,
It's almost as if Rufa and Ganesh have some really just striking similarities. Insane.
I'm sensing more of a sea-bound, almost draconic
Mhm.
presence.
Oh, that's right. I messed up the names. That's a 22.
22. Your holy symbol's gone.
No! What?
Oh no! Ichi
All
looks
right.
at Alona and is like, "He got you too."
Ichi, check your stuff.
Ichi checks her pockets.
Perception check.
Oh. 24.
Your last contract signed by Granadiero, your late uncle, is missing.
So where's the
Sorry,
monkey?
Granadiero.
Okay.
But is looking down the hole, goes, "Playing with Rufus' money, playing with Rufus' possessions is like playing with Rufus' emotions. You do not go there."
Okay. Well, how do we get down this freaking crevice?
What does it look like? Does it look like a climbing situation, like a rope situation?
Steps.
So putting the kind of think tank together of you three and your NPCs, you start to kind of understand that there's a few options you could take. This is before, of course, any sort of creative undertaking gets put into it. If you are very careful and very quick, you might be able to hit the kind of cliff face just right, so you roll down. But if you and slide down like a ramp, but if you don't hit it just right, you might just bounce off and just take a lot of fall damage as you ricochet like a pebble.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Morel suggests tie a rope around him, use him as an anchor, and climb down. He'll have Tobias hold on to him to make sure he doesn't slide, and you can get down that way. Those are just two ideas. You are, of course, free to make up whatever idea you want to do to get down.
We see the
Hmm.
bottom.
As I was gonna say,
Yes.
Rufa just starts pulling out his rope and starts, sectioning off it for what climbing people do.
Sure,
That
sure.
Michael doesn't know what to do.
That's fair. I will give this to you because I'll make sure basically if you take a 10, you'll figure this out. This is a 50-foot drop. So if you decide to just say YOLO and take the fall damage, you'd probably be taking about 20 to 30 damage. So maybe don't consider doing that. But you have all the time to figure out how to get down a 50-foot drop.
Hmm.
What 1 second. As we were running through the jungle, was there vines around the jungle?
Tons of them. Oh yeah, the monkeys were using. Heck, Ichi used them
Yeah.
to just hardcore parkour around the jungle.
Lufa kind of holds his hand up one moment to Alona and Ichi, runs over to where some vines are and starts tying them together with the rope to make it longer. See if it could, long enough to go all the way down the pit.
If you have rope in your inventory, do you have the length of rope measured?
I just put down rope.
Okay.
I have rope.
Well, so I was gonna say, if you have the actual measurement of the rope, that would also help because I don't know if the rope you have is 50 or 100 or 10 feet. I think they have different measurements in the book. Um, we can go with the good old standard 100 length feet of rope. That's
Oh,
a crazy long length of rope, but that should be more than it. But you're gonna have to have something solid to tie it onto.
yeah. It says it's 50 foot, at least from
Okay,
the rules.
good. 50 feet. Yeah. So to make sure you can actually anchor it off and still have enough to get down there, you will need to add approximately 10 to 20 feet to the rope.
Okay. Rufus just gonna use a bit of the vine to make up the missing length on the bottom.
Okay. Anyone else have any ideas on what you all want to do with the NPCs or the rope, Rufa situation?
Ichi's just ready to climb down that rope.
All right,
Yeah.
solid.
Ilona is going to send up a ping to Afra saying, Monkey Man stole your symbol. I'm gonna get it back. And I'll start climbing this rope.
Okay. In that case, anyone who wants to, because the rope's going to need about 10, 20 feet of rope, give me a survival or nature check to find a good enough vine. There's plenty of them, but to find a good enough vine, survival or nature, that you can attach this rope to be weight bearing.
29.
God damn.
I know. I rolled a 19, and my nature is a +9. I'm very happy.
You're killing it.
Tank.
22.
Me too.
So some more vines for you.
All right. So,
Oh, that was survival.
yes. Yeah, survival or nature, your choice. Rufa, did you want to roll for that as well?
I don't think I need to. I think it got it well taken care of.
Fair enough. So Ilona and Ichi come back with some very solid vines. In fact, you're able to lash it together. Actually, give me a crafting check to see how strong the vine and the rope combo is together.
26.
6. Okay. So the rope and vine being woven in this manner, it's probably taken about like 20, 30 minutes.
Mhm.
You are confident that so long as nothing aggressive happens to the rope and the vine, that it should hold each of you as you go down the 50-foot gap. The
Mhm.
question though is, what are you tying it off to?
While we're doing the whole tying the thing, could Rufa use his open case, one of his open case, to take this on as his case? The case of
Yep.
the missing whip, the missing item, case of the Monkey King.
It's of the Monkey King. I would absolutely expect you to take this on as one of your things. Absolutely.
Can I use a nature check to find a particularly sturdy rock? Because I would like if to. I don't feel comfortable, Morel, holding all of our weight at once, especially no offense, Ichi as a rock dwarf might be boulder climbing down rope might be not so great for beefy boy.
I think Ichi is gonna try to do that like jump thing where she just like accurately does a bounce and then maybe tumbles half of the way down. Who knows?
Okay.
Like a goat?
Sydney, give me that nature check to find a nearby big enough rock to support this. And when that's done, Sam, we will definitely roll for that.
It's a 19.
19. You're able to find a pretty good sized rock, and if you want to, it's pretty heavy. You can probably lodge it in one of the roots of the nearby trees just to make sure it's not going to move because the roots will support the rock.
I will for sure do that.
All right. So the rock is in the roots. It's all tied up. Everything's set to go. Ichi, you want a base jump? Let's base jump. Give me an acrobatics check. The DC to beat is a 22.
Okay. Acrobatics. Come on, dice. Don't fail me now. Okay. Oh. 22.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, that's still really, really respectable.
Yeah, with my acrobatics is lower though. That's a 20.
Oh, okay. So you dive off, and you're so focused,
Monkey.
and you are remembering all your amazing aerial training, stunt training, fall training, and air combat training from years of lucha. And as you do, you realize that was all landing on a flat surface, not an angled surface meant to be taken with momentum. Uh, and you biff hard.
Tuck
You
and
hit
roll.
you you hit hard. I'll be generous. I'll be generous. So instead of taking the 30 damage that you would have taken on this drop, I'll knock it down to 20. You take 20 damage as you're looking really good. You're looking solid. You're looking really great. Oops, she's going too far. She's caught it. No, she slipped. And there she goes. Bop, 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 bop. And you take 20 damage as you just get roughed up by this hill.
Ichi hits the ground and just rolls a little bit, and she just slowly pushes herself up and says, "Monkey, I'm coming for you." And she starts to like run, but she's not really running. She's like trudging.
Okay. So everyone else, by the way, do you want why am I brain farting? Tobias and Morel to join you as well.
I mean, I'm of the opinion that we should take all the help that we can get just in case, which is why I didn't want to use another reason why I didn't want to use Morel as an anchor.
Yeah, monkey beat down.
Okay. So Morel and Tobias are gonna be going with you. I need everyone to give me an athletics check with a +4.
Oh,
The DC to beat on this is only an 18 because the rope and the distance. Ilona, what did you do?
I have no athletics. I am not athlete. I am small. I am
Small.
I read books and I sit in temples and I smell incense all day. And then I come here and you expect me to run.
Gotta get you lifting those books.
Yeah.
I know. I wish I had choco meat from the Church of Iron. Wait, do I?
You have, I think you was it. Yes, you have choco meat, but you have to do the workouts during campfires or downtimes, or else you're just not gonna get strong.
I keep forgetting to get strong. Regret so much. I rolled. It's a 10.
Whoa, okay. Put a pin on that really fast. Rufa, what was your
Wait,
athletics check?
I lied. I
Mhm.
looked at it upside down. It's still a 17.
Oh,
Oh, 1 point. Oh God, 1 point away.
Okay.
We're gonna put a pin in that. Rufa, what was your roll?
thankfully I did considerably better with a 21.
Yeah, you shimmy down this rope with great ease and grace. You see an angry and trudging Ichi, just like monkey. Ilona starts trying to grab the rope, and her grip starts to fail her, and she starts to slip, and she is about to fall. At this point, I'll be generous and say only 40 feet instead of the full 50. At this point, she can roll. Is she alive? Sidney, are you alive? I know. While she's gone,
Mhm.
I
Actually,
will let you guys roll for Tobias and or Morel, who will
Okay.
make an attempt to try and grab her and save her.
I was gonna say, could Rufa try to like get under her to see if she can catch her?
You can, but still a human body falling over 40 feet. You're not gonna like that impact.
That's a.
Well,
I
if
got a.
Andre the Giant could do it,
I rolled for one of them. I got a 15 on the die face.
All right. 15 on a die face. Rufa, what are you rolling?
I
What's
got
the
a
number?
12 on a die face.
Very, very cool. All right, so Alona, so you grab the rope and your grip starts to kind of slip. You start to lose control and you start to drop off the rope. If you want to, I have 2 pre-made rolls with the numbers already stored in my head for the attempts of the NPCs to try and save you. But if you'd like to, you can save your damn self.
Thanks.
What I'm going to need another roll from you. Do you want acrobatics, athletics? I would love to give you religion, but I don't see how that would work in this case. So the choice is yours as you're now slowly falling.
As I pray really fast. What's the DC to beat?
The DC to beat to grab the rope would be much like climbing or grabbing a ledge. The DC is very low. It's about a DC 13. DC 13. But in order to continue to go down the rope, you're going to have to go back to that earlier DC.
Okay, that's totally okay. I'm gonna save myself because they keep saving me and I just want to be strong. Damn it! But I'm not!
Oh no.
Wait, what was the DC?
DC 13. You have a plus. Not in this case.
I don't have a plus anything. No.
Just
No. No, I rolled an 8. I have a +1.
So, much like Hans Gruber at the end of Die Hard, your eyes go wide and you start flailing as you are falling. Your hands are trying to grab a hold of something, but yippee-ki-yay, mother trucker, you got nothing.
Do I see her falling?
Uh,
Do I hear like a yelp in the air or anything?
You give me a perception check.
Okay. All right. That's a 24.
Okay. Really quick, Alona, give me an acrobatics check.
Oh no. Okay.
You don't hear or see, but you know when you're in a room and you can feel that everyone is reacting to something bad happening. You know that weird vibe you get in a room? You got that vibe. You got it hard.
So Ichi's trudging. Go ahead. Let it out.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, go.
Okay.
So Ichi, first, tell me the narrative of you spider sensing something in the room is bad.
So Ichi's trudging, pistol in there, monkey. And she just like, then she feels the little ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. She's like, what? And she turns around and looks and sees Alona slowly just struggling, falling down. She's gonna run over and attempt to damsel catch Alona.
As Alona is falling with that sick natural 20, she is able to wrap her leg around the rope, grab with her right hand, and suddenly now, and with your other leg, you kind of make a figure 4, and you start swat sliding, just like you're basically like rappelling off of a helicopter all the way down.
Ichi's
And
like,
then get right to the end.
oh, that was graceful.
Thank you.
It's really good.
I don't know how I did it. And I love how, okay. So let's see, how many times has Ichi saved me? I think it's too many to count. Morel, probably too many to count. So I don't know if it's a Spidey sense or an Alona sense. A squishy cleric messed up sense.
You saved yourself this time, all right?
I did.
You should look into circus work.
Oh. You know, I think I heard a story about, the circus once. I don't like the people with the makeup, though. I think those are kind of freaky.
You know what else circuses have that are awful?
What?
Monkeys! Turns her out and she looks to see if she can see the monkey.
Really quick, PJ, I know we don't have the other players, so we do not have access to their skills, right?
That is correct.
Darn. I was gonna say, could we use Chonobus's tracking sense?
Nope, you're gonna have to rough it with your own survival checks. Morello and Tobias get down off the rope. Tobias decides to kind of give a good-natured nudge to Alona, and he says, "We almost lost you just then." Really fast, I want to give 2 big thank yous to Reap Psyche for donating twice in the coffee. Thank you so much for both of those coffees. Huge thank you, Reap Psyche. Thank you so much. And by the way, Reap, if you didn't know, you were the hooded figure that brought out half during that episode last week. I don't know if that was obvious. You were the hooded figure. Anyway,
You are canon.
Mm-hmm.
we have a celestial penguin. We have a hooded figure that brings out gods. Look, legends are abounding in this universe. They are, and everyone in chat,
That
you know,
is
I'm seeing
actually-
legend.
Legitimately becoming legends, PJ. That's what we wanted. It was so nice.
Yeah, all becoming legends. The hooded figure, and the celestial penguin. And
Um,
more to come. We'll see what happens as we continue. Yes, Michael.
PJ, I was wondering if I would be able to do a recall knowledge check. Occultism.
On what?
On the lore of, because Alona kind of basically alluded that this is basically a god, right? Or at least a
Yes.
demigod or something.
Yes.
So I was wondering if you could go into the lore, the stories of using the occultism stories of the Monkey King god, whatever, to know like maybe you could barter or you could threaten, or if they're weak against, challenges or something.
Absolutely. I would say that would not be occultism. That would be more religion. Or I would accept lore checks for that. Occultism is really more centered in, like, for lack of a better word, Cthulhuan mythos
okay.
and maybe even hag related stuff.
Well, from Rufa's knowledge as a legal person or as somebody who knows the underworld, is there any stories that could use either of those? Because I don't think there's going to be warfare.
I see you're trying to get at. I'll tell you what. Give me a lore check. We'll just go from there.
Okay. 24.
You recall stories of one Sun Wukong, who was kind of a mischievous and thieving entity who was notorious for stealing from the gods, and being punished by this act was sealed into a mountainside where he was eventually freed by a monk, because it was his duty as penance to take this monk on his journey of the West. You're pretty familiar with it.
Yeah.
So you know that when it comes to deals, he doesn't really play by that rule. He will play by punishment and reward, but he does not play by a, shall we say, logical exchange of goods and services.
Okay. Rufa's gonna look over at Alona, and Ichi goes, "This monkey do not play by the rules. We cannot bargain or make a deal with this one. Best we could do is either threaten them or, well, threaten them some more."
What if we played their game? Is
Go
there
on.
something of theirs, maybe nearby? I don't know if it exists in the mortal plane that we could steal.
Could steal a monkey.
PJ, is there anything that Alona would know about Sun Wukong that would be important enough to him in order for him to give us our stuff back?
I will allow you to make a religion check with a -2, as Sun Wukong is not in the Astrogenicon. He is more of a very local deity. And Michael, correct me, celestial, fairy? How does Sun Wukong rate?
Um, Closer to celestials, I would say a celestial.
I'll take it. Right. So, what was your roll?
No.
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 You personally have never met Sun Wukong. You don't know anything about him. If you'd like to, though, you can at least use your basic knowledge of Kioma to understand how tricksters and chaos beings work.
Sure. That's fine. Yeah.
So, with what was the total of the roll again?
No. No.
Okay. Your brain is just regurgitating stories of Kioma and his relationship with Iodex, and you're like, I don't know, gay love. I love them to death. I hope they're doing better now. I got nothing on this.
Sweet.
Rufa's
Awesome.
gonna
Great. Thank you.
Rufa's gonna look at Alona. Well, you do have a pretty close personal relationship with your goddess, Afra. If you could get Afra perhaps to threaten Sun Wukong, or at least
You know, I
one
appreciate
word.
that angle, but my goddess does not meddle with the affairs of mortals to other gods. She stays in her lane.
Well,
Um
technically, Sun Wukong has done a slight to your goddess by stealing your holy symbol. So
this is true, but technically I lost it. So
no, you
it's
did not
still
lose
my
it. Sun
problem.
Wukong stole it.
Yeah, but it was in my possession. It's still
If
my
you could
fault.
perhaps we could have a sit down with your goddess, and we could Rufa could help make your case.
Lawyer, my God, I don't know about
Rufa,
that.
lawyer to the
Tobias,
gods.
Tobias kind of slides in, and Tobias says, I mean, Minerva's all about making a promise and keeping it. I don't know what about threatening monkey gods or some such nonsense, but if I make a promise to Minerva, I'm basically charged by her to see it through. Just putting that out there. Just, or else, pain of death and psychosis. But yes, please.
Oh,
Is that part of the deal?
We would have to use utter cunning and wits, perhaps to trick this monkey god
if we
thing.
trick it, maybe we can gain its respect, and it'll just give us our stuff back willingly. Because I'd much rather play that angle than trying to attack a god, because that goes against so many things. And this is their nature, and I can't be mad at that.
Well,
Look,
you both have well, I don't know about you guys have magic, right? You could do magic stuff to monkeys. Monkeys like magic, right?
Well, unless they have taken a lot of damage and are on the verge of death, I don't know if there's really a whole. Let me check.
You could heal the monkey, and then with their gratitude, they will return our things.
So you're saying we stage an accident where the
Yes.
monkey gets hurt and then I heal them, and then they say, "Oh, thank you so much for healing me," and not knowing that the accident was something that we orchestrated and gives us our stuff back in gratitude.
Like a workplace accident, the monkeys work environment is not very good, so then afterwards we unionize the monkeys. I don't know about this idea.
PJ,
Yeah.
could Rufa use Michael's real world knowledge of Sun Wukong in this instance?
In this case, I will not allow that for 1,000% reasons. Yes, go right ahead.
All right. Rufa
1,000%,
looks over
yes.
at it. She goes, you cannot trust what Rufa knows of this monkey god. You cannot trust him. He will try to weasel out of his deals. He is not a how you could say he's not good with gratitude.
He's tricksy.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We find the monkey. We disguise ourselves as monkeys. Can we do that? We can't do that.
Alona, according to your religion knowledge, when you're dealing with gods, if you are within their general vicinity, if you just call out to them, would they hear?
I feel like it's a little bit of like a voicemail box. If they want to, they will return your call, and if not, the mailbox might be full, and I don't know. To be honest, every god operates probably in a very different way. Since I don't know anything about this god, I have no idea how they operate, or if even their function is of the world that I know.
Everyone, really quickly, give me a perception check.
Ooh,
24.
she finally rolling good.
23.
27.
Okay. So as you guys are in this massive clearing that this earthquake just ripped the earth asunder in, and trees are displaced and everything else, you are walking and talking and figuring out a plan to what to do with Song Wukong. You start to realize you're no longer in the beautiful, dense green of the jungle. The walls of natural ripped apart earth seem to be replaced by this stone, more importantly, a mason stone wall infrastructure. Somehow within this ripped open earth, you're walking into what appears to be a long lost, long hidden structure. And somewhere off, looking around now, you can kind of hear the kind of anxious and mischievous chuckle of Sun Wukong, like he's just waiting, like, oh, come on, just get over here already.
Rufa
Mm.
looks around and says and goes, "You know, we can definitely hear you. And you think being trapped in the rocks by the Celestials was bad enough? Oh, you have angered two different gods today by messing with the chosen ones."
Oh,
A call in
Alona.
response. A call in response echoes. Oh, making gods mad? Oh, that's what I do. I love pissing them off. You should see their face.
Oh, you pissed off one god before, but this time you are pissed off two. Just imagine the amount, the punishment you will get from two gods' punishments at once.
Ichi just looks around and is like, I'm going to get that monkey. And she's just going for where she hears the sound from.
Okay. Give me a perception check as you kind of follow the noise.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. As you're kind of bending around the corner, you start to see hieroglyphics in the wall. Massive, sprawling portraits, events, history. You start seeing different characters kind of embedded in the wall in kind of this old fashion that you've only heard about in stories. Some Compass Rose members came to Osmicon and just started having this massive cultural exchange where they were talking about what they found in the hidden catacombs of Western Osmicon, in some of the abandoned temples and all this kind of thing. And you start seeing these unusual faces, disembodied faces, 3 of them in a trinity everywhere. And you're seeing what you all know depicted as the gods of the 5th era, the ones that had to kill themselves to get time to start going again, so the 6th era could begin again, so that, you know, the god of life and the goddess of death and the lucha warriors could all start basically preparing for the next age. You start seeing all of the gods of Osmicon. You're seeing Chaka and Quetzalcoatl and basically everything you've grown up revering, even the dragon of the temple, approaching these faces Trinity. Some of them are bowing, some of them are fighting, some of them are talking, and it just keeps going. And then eventually, sitting cross-legged, hands on its knees, like a kindergarten kid just waiting for a lesson, you see Sun Wukong rocking, and right in front of him is the chain whip. And he goes, "Hey, good to see ya. Good to see ya. How you doing?"
Ichi is going to walk in, looking at the walls, and say, hey, monkey. She's just going to keep walking. She's going to walk past him. She's going to look at the walls. She's going to walk past him. She's going to be inspecting all the art very carefully. Huh. Yeah, That one's a good one. Oh yeah, that guy. uh, history class. Never did quite good in it myself. It's kind of like filling in the blanks here, you know?
Give me a deception check.
Oh, it's a natural one.
Natural one. Sung Wukong
Yes.
just takes a long monkey finger and he points. He goes, "I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You're
What
trying to
am
make
I
it act.
doing?
You're trying to make it look like you don't care, like you're not paying attention to me. But I know you are. I know what game. I know you're playing a game with me.
I don't care.
Yes, you do. You wouldn't be here if you didn't care."
Oh,
You wouldn't be here
hold up.
if you weren't a monkey.
Hmm. Hmm. But maybe I'm not a monkey. Poof of smoke, and suddenly you see the exact reflection of you, and you hear your voice. Maybe I'm a hero of South Osmicon. Maybe I'm someone who lost my belt. Maybe I'm someone who doesn't know where I stand on things.
Okay. Just before I kick your butt, just like do a little spin for me real quick. Just real quick.
So, looking just like you, instead, you see him go, "Nope," and he runs off. Suddenly, as he does this, you hear a voice from within this underground structure. And you hear the voice, a very familiar voice, one that you have not heard since you were a child. You suddenly hear the unusual checking. Little Lena? And you turn and you're being faced with Abuela, la gran pacificadora, as a ghostly figure greeting you. Cut to, you suddenly see Ichi come running out around the corner. And Ichi's saying, "Okay, I looked, and that stupid little brat is nowhere over there. And I swear, if I find this monkey, I'm going to break his back over my knee, like so. I'm so mad."
Confusion. What?
Mhm.
So okay. Perception?
Yeah, same.
Perception?
Perception? Yeah.
Perception?
Perception checks.
I would say Rufa's always naturally suspicious, especially now.
Just a wee bit paranoid.
25.
25. Okay.
27.
Okay. Alona, Ichi hasn't had a latte all day. She's probably just extremely mad and she is just not herself. She needs to get this monkey done with. She needs to get her heart palm and she needs to get a latte. This has been a rough freaking day. Michael, this reeks of a ruse. You don't know what it is, but it's too obvious. This is a ruse.
Rufa just kind of like inside he's like, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. But outside he's gonna kind of, play along with it and just goes, you know what? That Monkey King, that is it shames Rufa to admit it, but he is pretty good. It is such a shame that he's going for such a low-browed humor. I would expect so much better from him. Would you not, Alona?
I don't know about humor. But he sure is good at stealing stuff.
True, true. You would think that someone of that monkey's intelligence would be more clever, would be more of a showman.
Can
This
I
is just this is playground ruses, honestly.
What are you
Can-
say, Sidney?
Can I roll a perception check on Rufa if I see if I pick up what he's trying to do?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
No. No, I don't. Alone has
Um,
no idea what's going on. None.
so Ichi Ichi looks at both of you and she says, "Okay, yeah, no, this monkey's a dumb monkey. He's a bad monkey. Rufa, we're gonna go that way. You and me. Alona, why don't you take uh Morel and Tobias? I know they suck, but just humor them and go back where I came from. Maybe you can find something I didn't. And we'll figure this out later. Come on, Rufa, follow me." And Ichi just in a huff starts going the opposite direction to the left.
Rufa plays along with it, and he's continuing to talk like, honestly, if that monkey would have asked Rufa could give him so much good suggestion, good material, because comedy is an art form. I hope from all the stories that Rufa has heard and before in the past, Rufa has heard so many grand stories, so much pranks, so much ruses that once now that Rufa has met the monkey, it is honestly quite disappointed.
Okay, so we're getting to that. So basically, you're doing this ruse with Ichi. You're fading off the left. Yes, you're following Ichi to the
Yeah.
left.
Mhm.
Okay. Really quick, Alona, what are you doing? Are you going right with Morel and Tobias, who are already like, the little lady said so. Might as well. And they're just kind of going off to the right.
Wait a minute, though. Ichi doesn't think that Morel sucks. Ichi just thinks that Tobias sucks.
Everyone thinks Tobias sucks.
I know, but she said they both suck. She's normally not this commanding nor decisive in her actions. Um, Alona is going to say, "Sure, Ichi, I'm going to go this way with Morel and Tobias." And then Alona's gonna go with Morel and Tobias, and she's like, "Okay, can you sneak? Can any of you sneak? Something's wrong."
So Morel and Tobias look at each other in their full plate and chainmail and armor and shield, and they look to you and go, "Do you really want us to try?" "Yeah, last time I tried to sneak, I was basically a one-man band."
Okay, well, fine. You go find the real Ichi, because I have a feeling something's up, and I'm going to follow them.
All right. All right, listen, puppy, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna go. Don't you give me commands, Acadian. I outrank you. Not my army. Do what I say. Yes, big man, I'll do what you say. I hate that boy. I hate him with all my muscles. And they just kind of move off to the right. Um, so really fast back to Rufa. As you're walking to the left with Ichi, you start seeing much of the same thing. You're seeing gods and these faces in a trinity in every part of this hieroglyphic. Doesn't really seem to have any rhyme or reason, doesn't make sense. Maybe it's telling a story, but you know for a fact you're waiting on this Ichi to kind of like do the reveal that it's Sun Wukong. And suddenly, Ichi vanishes from sight, and out of nowhere, two hands grab you by the wrist, pull your hand in really close, and this hot breath from the back of your neck with this ear, where your ears, you can hear a voice going, "She's coming for you." "She knows where you are and she's looking for you. And don't worry, you're marked. You're marked. She's coming." But it's a good thing.
Rufa's he is concerned about this. He is definitely concerned about this, but the current situation, I think he's gonna compartmentalize it
Okay.
and goes, really? The 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 old the old I'm gonna transform into their friend and then say some really creepy things. That is, I mean, 300-400 years ago, that might have gotten a rise out of someone, but
Hmm?
Ah, that is just old hat, my friend.
Suddenly, the two hands grabbing your wrist slaps you in the face with your own hand, and Sun Wukong says, "Look, look at your hands." Do you look at your right hand?
Rufa glances over at his right hand.
Inside your palm, you see a symbol that was not there this morning. You see this black ink tattoo swirling into being into your hand. And in Chinese is written homeland or our land, whatever the cultural significant appellation is. Shin, the name of it, is in your palm. And Sun Wukong leans in and she goes, "She's marked you."
Is there like a? Can I roll recall knowledge occult at this point? I feel this is occult would work for like who she is.
You can do religion check.
That's at least not a one, but it's a four with a bonus.
You have no idea what Sun Wukong is referencing, and that's when he pulls you in close in this kind of like aggressive buddy headlock, and he kisses you on the forehead like Bugs Bunny cartoons, and he whispers in your ear as he says, "The mother of dragon of the land, she who fell from the Jade Court, she who was lost in the great dragons to be with us. She is the spine of Oreyasu. She is the verdant fields of Shin. Salvamat is coming for you. Salvamat, the dragon of your land. She's chosen you." "Oh, Kalukale, what a fragile day. You're chosen by the gods, you silly bitch." And he slaps you in the face and vanishes.
Um, do I need to roll a religion to recognize the name and stuff like that
Big
again?
time.
Okay.
Big friggin' time. Go right ahead.
How many chosen ones do we got here, y'all?
You are legends.
Soon to be all of us, probably.
Not that great. Unless
Mhm.
I can add my bonus to my +1 for the case.
Yeah, I'll give you the +1.
Okay, 14.
14. Back in a time and a place and a man long forgotten, long lied about, you remember hearing about some of the great dragon gods that built this world. You know about Al Guang, you know about Tianglong, you know about Guolong, you know about all the other dragons. But then there's these other dragons too you kind of remember hearing about. The first emperor, Emperor Shin. People think he may have been the Tianglong or a dragon named Enpetumat, given earthly form. But more than anything else, you remember a story about the land that maybe someone like you once called home, where a dragon fell and became a country or four, split and divided. A goddess of survival, a goddess of life, a goddess of power, a goddess of love. Salvamat, the dragon of these things, who came to Earth and became Earth itself. At least what some believe. Some believe this to be true.
Rufa's going to. Can I? Do you mind if I hand wave like for a piece of like Rufa has a piece of cloth? Would you mind, or a handkerchief?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Rufa's going to reach in his bag, pull out like a strip of cloth or like a handkerchief, something, and just like wrap it around his hand. I'm guessing the tattoo is still on his palm.
As you look at your palm start covering it up, you have that weird deja vu, that kind of weird epiphany. Like when you look at a magic eye and you could have swore you saw the pattern and now you don't, you just can't see it. Looking at your palm, the mark that Sun Wukong said was the mark of Salvamat seems to be gone.
Rufa stops and goes, I, 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 I hate gods medicine little brats. He is alone though, right?
Oh yeah, you're all by
Okay.
yourself. We're gonna cut to quickly. We're gonna go back. We'll see Alona very quickly. Tell me where we're gonna go. Are you gonna go left where Rufa went off to, or are you gonna go right with because I know you told Morel and Tobias to go after Ichi. I want to make sure I know where you're going.
I was going to follow Rufa and Ichi, fake Ichi. We'll just say Alona if you want to keep that a private moment.
That's
Alona
okay.
didn't see it.
That's okay. No, that's good to know. I'm going to basically you walk in on Rufa like wrapping his hand and holding his hand, but looks confused. But really fast, we're going to cut to Ichi really fast, who has been quiet for a little while. Ichi, your grandmother's ghost, at least what you think of it, is standing in front of you. Her mask still wrapped around her face. She is still in her warrior garb, looking just as strong as she did in the uh, silver seasons of her life.
No, 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 no. You're a monkey. You're a monkey.
No. It's to abuela. If you say it again, I'm gonna get the chancla. I am not a monkey. I will beat your ass if you say that.
See, now that's something that you would say. That's something that you would say. I I I give you that. Uh but why would you be here and not at home? You're
Mm,
a monkey?
no. I'm the Quran Pacificadora. Uh, I am here in front of my Nina, who seems to be very confused and very lost, and she seems to think her grandmother is a monkey, and I'm very upset by this.
Well, let me just go get uncle and like we'll come over here and talk to you and talk to you about how your afterlife's been.
Nina, I cannot talk to your uncle.
Why not?
Because he chose life.
Okay. Would the monkey know that? Would the monkey know that?
Hi, Dios, who's the damn monkey?
There's a monkey. He stole things from us. Why would you be here? The monkey's been here.
There's always Nina. There's always the monkey. What are you talking about?
Okay, so we showed up. A monkey stole our things. We're chasing the monkey. The monkey can like do things, poof. Monkey turned into me. Why wouldn't he turn into you? I mean, it's weird that you know things, but like I don't know how monkeys work. I don't know where they get their information from. They could read newspapers.
Oh, Dios mío. All right, listen. If
I mean, if
I
you are
don't,
the monkey, it's kind of fun.
I mean, if I,
We're kind of having a good time.
that's, I was hoping that our meeting would be a little less monkey filled. Listen, little one, I don't know who this monkey is. There's always monkeys. There's always monkeys. What do I need to do to convince you that I am abuela?
I do have one thing,
What's that?
but I don't know if you would do it, even if you were the ghost of my grandmother. Help me find the monkey?
Mm, okay. I don't know where the monkey is. Have you tried putting out peanuts? Maybe some mangoes or melons. They like those.
Can you come with me, or are you like tethered to this spot, or like how does ghosts work?
I don't really have a lot of time. Is there something I can do to help you? All I
Why don't
know
you have a
is
lot of time?
I
If you're real, why are you here?
Something about this place. I don't know what it is about this place, but I know that for a brief moment I saw you, and you should not be here unless terrible things have happened.
Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take the monkey thing, I'm gonna put it in a
Mhm.
box, I'm
Mhm.
gonna put that box in another box, and I'm just
Mhm.
gonna send it across the sand sea. So for
Mhm.
now, you're my grandma. Even if you are a monkey, you're not a monkey. You're my
Okay.
grandma. I miss you.
All right. My little one, I miss you too.
What? How how are things?
They're hard and confusing and hard, but I did not sign up to become a warrior to have things easy, and neither did you.
You're right. I've been slacking. You know, some days I like can't even get going if I don't fill myself with caffeine and sugar. I'm weak.
Mm. Well, back when Abuela was just starting, I couldn't get in the ring without a shot of tequila. Just kind of loosen me up, you know. Like the stretching was great, but I really started having fun. Just a little eye opener, you know, nothing serious. Just a little with the friends, and then go kick ass, like throw 30 men out the ring, and then go back and you have the rest of it.
Should try that.
I just
But
a little,
anyway,
a little before a match, drink the rest later. I'm telling you, grandma's secret.
Woodwork would like you. Um, so this place, do you know why you appear here? What is this place?
I don't know. It feels hidden. See, I was in the in between, and I saw you, which worried me because that should not be a place my little one is at. So I ran to you, and then I'm here. And Abuela's getting very bad vibes about this place. I don't understand what it is, but the energy is no good.
It's probably the monkeys. On the off chance it isn't the monkeys, like like how far do those vibes kind of go? Is it just this weird little temple, or is it like this town?
Mm, how does it? How to say? Have you ever been? Oh, okay. You know how sometimes you're just doing something, and you get a really bad premonition, and it's not about you. It's about something else in the universe.
Like my
Some
Alona sense.
Yeah, you. I don't. Who's Alona? No. Okay, listen. It's like that. Let's call it your Alona sense. And you sense that somewhere in the world, somewhere in I hate to say this, time, Alona is in danger. But you can't put down the time, you can't put down the place, but you know it's not here, but you're feeling it here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm getting across. Otherwise, I wouldn't know how to say it.
Yeah. Okay. Um, do you think it has something to do with the war? You know, your war, not this other war that they're dealing with over in across the Sansi. I don't even know if you know about that war.
Eh, I get shadows of it. I don't think it's related to the sixth age. It's
Mm.
something. It's definitely something, but it's alien. I don't know.
My heart still just wants to say the monkey, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Well, I tell you what, she takes you by the hand, and even though she looks like a strong warrior, the minute she touches you, you feel the warm and wrinkly hands of an old woman of your abuela just grab you again, like when you were a child. Those wrinkly, warm hands wrapped around yours, and she immediately starts to age from the young warrior woman she was to the grandma that you knew growing up. And she looks at you now with the gray silvered hair, the wrinkles, the aged back, still with her mask, still with her with her warrior's pride. And she looks at you and she says, "When you find this monkey, you kick him in the balls for me, huh?
It is you.
Of course. It's always me. And if it's not me, I'm going to find it and I'm going to beat it with my shoe." And she's just all cantankerous. She's just an invincible old lady. She doesn't give a crap.
Love you.
This is not the last time you're going to see Abuela. You're going to see again. And when seeing again, I want you to know I love you and I'm very sorry.
Why are you sorry?
That's the thing. I don't know. And she starts to vanish like gossamer spider webs, just gone.
Each is just gonna stand there in silence. I think she's just gonna sit down in this place for a little while and stare at the walls.
So we're going to take a 5-minute break. When we come back, we are going to pick back up in this creepy little place with a monkey king, a mysterious Mark, a confused Alona, and a bickering Morel and Tobias. We'll see you at 10:05. Thank you for giving us the extra time for that role play. Everyone here gets a hero point. See you in 5 minutes. Hey everyone, thank you so much for that quick 5-minute break, and also a huge shout out. Thank you so much to Effie Burton for that amazing gift of 10 subs. Thank you everyone for being here, all you absolute legends in the chat. And without further ado, we are going to kick back into it because after the amazing conversation between a long lost grandmother and her granddaughter, I think we have to kick it over to Alona and Rufa. Alona, like I said, you're going down this corridor. You're seeing the same thing. Lots of different entities, people, figures, characters, and this Trinity face. These 3 faces everywhere you go. And in the middle of the hallway, in the middle of this stone hallway, you see Rufa kind of with their hand. You can hear the bouncing cling, clang, and clack of heavy metal as Morel and Tobias are running off to help Ichi. You come upon Rufa. What do you do?
Is your hand okay, Rufa?
Oh yes, correct. That monkey decided to start slapping. Like, who does that? It's what is this? Grade school again? Seriously.
So it wasn't Ichi after all.
No. It was not. It was decided to Rufa decided to play into Monkey Boy's little game, which he kind of like, this is him talking about a little louder, which was very, very childish and so not entertaining.
You hear in the distance this asshole.
Honestly, from all the studies Rufa has heard, so let down. Very, very let down.
Rufa, you really are quite the critic, I will say.
Rufa knows what he likes, and Rufa is, well, he knows what he likes, and he is critical about it. It is humor, as well as much things in life, is an art form.
So do you have any thoughts on how we can get everything back? Or are we at a loss?
Honestly, more like to now, that's when Monkey Boy gets bored, probably. Ugh.
So chances are if we just leave and let him alone.
Perhaps. But honestly, and this is now Rufus got kind of like talking and once again on a higher octatone.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if anything, Rufa would perhaps Monkey Boy is out of fashion. He needs he perhaps needs a writer, a someone to coach him to what is humorous in today's age. If unless he wants to be old fashioned and out of date.
Give me a charisma-based check, intimidation, diplomacy, or deception, your choice.
I'm gonna use diplomacy.
All right.
Can Alona do perception to see if she catches what's going on again?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. This time she gets it, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It's an 18.
28.
Okay. So, Alona, you're kind of picking up on Rufa's game, and you're picking up on the whole back and forth between Rufa and Sun Wukong. Suddenly, out of a poof of smoke, you see this monkey king with this crown, this golden headband that kind of connects in the middle. This massive stick, no staff actually at this point in time,
Aha.
and his whole regalia, and he comes in and goes, "I know you listen here, you little crap. Okay, I've been funny since funny was funny. Okay, I was the only one in the court cracking jokes and making pranks, and it's not my fault. Yeah, that your little dragon boys got all pissy about it. All right, so the day I take notes from an amateur is the day. Oh, you got under my collar. Okay, you know what? You're pretty good. I like you.
Rufa, you know that meme where it's Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark with the crossed arms, just rolls of the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He just goes, yes, Rufa is quite good, but honestly, maybe that used to play in the courts a millennia or two ago. But if you want to be as a performer, you must evolve with your audience.
Okay.
You have so much tools at your disposal. Rufa knows you can be funny. You have proven that in the past. But these days, Rufa has not heard. Honestly, you are perhaps in the top 50 Bibles. You are maybe 49, if you are even on the chart at all these days.
Sad monkey.
Nobody's
Okay.
talking about you. You do not have a good public relations agent even. Even Itchy does these days. Itchy's public relations is Rufa.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Brilliant idea. Hilarious idea. That's what we're going to do. All right. You are going to be my manager. You're going to tell me how to be funny. And if it doesn't work, I don't care who's looking after you. I'll take from you everything you got, buddy.
Oh, that is not. Why did you learn to do business? That is not how you haggle.
What?
You want Rufa to take you on as his client. Right now, Rufa, he does not see the point in having you as part of his clientele. Rufa does not want to help you. Rufa knows you could be so much better, but Rufa does not know you have what it takes these days. Do you have what it takes?
Of course, I am what it takes. I'm everything that it takes.
Alona, did you find all this humorous? Did you find this clever at all?
I thought it was old hat and cliche.
Oh.
The church. This is what the church thinks of you.
Okay, to be fair, depending on where you're at, the church's opinion can mean everything or nothing. I put no hat in the church, but she looks like she reads books, and if she says it's old hat, I trust that on definition alone.
I've read plenty of books on dwarven insults.
Ooh, dwarven insults. I know those very well.
All right. You want Rufa's help? Maybe Rufa can help you. But first, let us get everybody together. We need to get Itchy. Itchy is an amazing performer. Maybe she could show you a thing or two as well.
Okay. Okay. Show me. Let's take a deal.
Yes, we
I,
need
I
to
will
have
be. I will be your client. We work together.
maybe Rufo will help you. He has not decided if he wants you as his client. He has so much on his plate right now with the whole. You've heard about this war, this bothersome war that's going on right now in the world, have you not?
Mortals. When are they not having a war? Am I right? Mortals.
True, true. There is always something going on, but right. Anyway, we need to get Itchy. We need to let us do a writer's room. A we need to start throwing things up against the wall, seeing what sticks.
Can we summarize this entire scene up as Rufa like does basically have all of you seen Singing in the Rain?
Yeah.
I've seen certain scenes.
Have you seen the Make 'em Laugh number?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
Basically,
I don't remember.
he dances around and does a lot of physical slapstick comedy while he sings, and that's exactly what pops into my head.
I can see this. So what I'm gonna say is, Rufa, you definitely have Sun Wukong in your pocket. He wants to be your client just as much as he wants you to be his manager. Give me one more diplomacy check to basically make an official deal saying that you are the representative and creative talent behind Sun Wukong.
Only Rufa could pull this
Freaking
off.
doing this.
Only Rufa could.
Only Rufa. And only
Ah.
Michael's brain could come up with this brilliant idea.
27.
Okay.
Rufus built for he's a skill monkey. He's built for this kind of thing. He sucks
just
at
wanna-
combat, but this he's good at.
You out skill monkey the monkey.
Hero point. Really fast and hero point to Michael. I just want to know what was the die face of that roll.
It was a 17.
Okay. Right on your character sheet as a client, not in your, spy network, but as a client, you now have Sung Wukong as a performing talent and interest who is now going to continue to be like, hey, manager, give me new material. Like, am I funny? Am I keeping up with the bit? Like, you have Sung Wukong.
Yeah, I have an idea of what Rufus wants to do with someone that's going to help the group immensely.
He plucks out a giant chunk of hair from his face and he hands it to you and he says, if you ever need me, just say my name and throw this strand of hair into the wind.
All right. Oh, okay. Rufus will do that. One moment. Come here. When if someone comes over, he's gonna put his arm around someone comes shoulders. We could either do this as a scene we do after this whole thing, or we could do it now. Your choice, PJ.
Why don't we do this? Why don't you give me a what's I'm looking for? A kind of brief description of what is about to happen.
He's gonna sick him on a certain orcish army.
Sun Wukong says, "There's no comedy in that, but if you use my hair when the time comes, I'll see what I can think of that's funny." And then he looks to everyone. He says, "I swear. I'm sorry. I swear. All I was supposed to do was lead you here. That's it. After the earthquake happened, that was my only job, was lead you here. Nothing else." And he just kind of like monkey runs away back to the center of this entire temple, and then in a puff of smoke, vanishes.
Do we have our items back?
Did you follow Sun Wukong?
Yeah.
As you get back to the center, we're going to pause there, cut briefly over to Ichi. Ichi, as you're having this conversation with your abuela, and as she starts to kind of vanish like a ghost, Morel and Tobias appear. And they kind of look around. And Morel just kind of looks at the walls and goes, "My goodness. These are really mysterious. And There's a lot of faces. Tobias kind of looks over and he goes, "My lady," hair flip. "Are you okay? You seem distraught, like you saw a ghost. Are you okay now?"
Um, so Tobias, how do you feel when I call you intern?
Begrudgingly.
Okay, so I guess it's you guys, right? You're not monkeys.
N- no. Why the bloody hell would both. Acadian, are you a monkey? Morel, and I'm going to punch you in the face. Does he pass?
Yes, yes, he does.
Okay.
Yeah. And Ichi wants to look at the walls again and just see like if there's anything else that catches her eye after hearing what her grandmother said about something being strange and off in this place.
Okay. Give me a. I will allow a religion check or an occult check on this.
All right, let's see. What's my occult? That's going to be religion, and that is 724.
724. Okay. I heard 724, and I'm like,
Oh,
no, that's
I was
too many
adding
numbers.
numbers.
It's quite all right. I was just throwing for a loop. Okay, so 24. You said religion?
Yes.
Okay. You are recognizing every single god that you ever grew up hearing about within Osmocon. Some that you don't, but you can kind of understand they're regional. They might be related to the Astrogenicon. The Trinity of Faces is extremely unusual. And you're seeing different gods and different pantheons have a different reaction, a very personal reaction to the Trinity. And you've never heard a story, you've never seen a depiction. This is completely foreign. In no way does it make any sense at all.
Weird. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know what to think about this. Wow. Morale, do you have any like religion-y vibes about this place? What's
Well,
your goddess think about it? Is she on here in one of
uh,
these?
oh, no, actually, she's not. But
Mhm.
that's Azmat, and that's Araya. He's the god that chose Afra to become a goddess. Um, and that is Koga. That's Magadon. That's Magadon with the gods. This is very old. Because he fell at the Battle of the Glories. And he is the king of all hell with his brother Ravan. If they are standing side by side with the Astrogenicon, this is before the fall. This is more ancient than time itself.
What? What? Okay. Morale.
Yeah.
Uh, so I know like I didn't do great in school. History was not my thing. Literature wasn't my thing either. Science wasn't my thing either. But history really wasn't my thing. When you say older than time,
Yeah.
you mean this temple is
The,
older?
at least this wall. I mean, so far I've only been center, left, and right. I've not been deeper in here, but so far this wall is older, or at least hieroglyphs present an image that is older than recorded history.
Okay.
According to the Astrogenicon, Azamat in the glories after the fall of his Tazimat, Magadon, Ravan, all the devil lords, they found this planet and they put good into it. They put love, righteousness, the strength to win wars and to protect one another. And then, of course, Magadon brought perversion, ambition, manipulation, oppression, hatred. If this is before the fall, then it's quite possible that this wall, or at least its image being depicted, is from a group of people in a foreign land that doesn't read the Astrogenicon. depicting an event before the fall of the gods and when the gods found this planet.
Okay. We gotta figure this thing out. Maybe we can talk to those warriors when we get back, or the king about this. Something. Oh, you don't know.
Hmm.
Just talked to the ghost of my grandma just, a few minutes ago.
Oh, congratulations. How's she doing? I hope she's doing good.
Good. It was weird. I mean, it was good. It was good. But, with the whole monkey thing and then just like, oh, my grandma's here,
Yeah.
like, is she a monkey? Is she not a monkey? Pretty sure she wasn't a monkey, but she said things were weird here. And I feel like she would know because ghosts
Yeah.
know things. Ghosts know things is my opinion. And it could be fact.
Yeah.
We should find the others and get that palm heart and
That sounds like a
do
good
some
idea.
research. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it's congratulations to seeing ghosts. It's wonderful. When I first met Afra, she actually came to me as my deceased mum. So it's terrific you're seeing ghosts too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
uh,
seeing ghosts,
am I-
especially when they were monkeys before. I don't know.
Am I the only one that's had a positive experience with the ghosts beyond this world? Tobias just goes, both of you are loons. I'm bored and I'm leaving. Have fun talking about ghosts. I'm walking out of here. And Tobias just kind of sachets away. Not sachets. He just walks with great doneness with this moment. Morel kind of looks back at Tobias, looks at you, and goes, "I'm gonna punch that man in the face one day, so hard."
It kind of makes me happy because after not knowing who's who with these monkeys running around, seeing him really be himself, it's refreshing.
I have a theory. I think it's all a front. I think he's really scared and he's doing this to defend himself.
Yeah, but he can't handle that yet. So let's keep that between us.
Between us, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys follow Tobias, and you, Rufa and Alona, follow Sung Wukong back to the center of this entire structure. And a poof of smoke, a kind of thick haze is all that's left of the monkey god of trickery and yet heroics. But where he vanished, what you see is a familiar magical chain whip wrapped around what appears to be a sort of soft, spongy, white fruit meat cut in the shape of a heart. And as you walk up to the heart of palm, ironically cut in the shape of a heart with your weapon wrapped around it, you see this little wooden note. No, I'm sorry, this little written note that says, thanks for playing. My job's done. I hope you laugh along the way. Signed, and in Shin, it says, Sung Wukong, Monkey King Extraordinaire.
Okay. Now that we've got these things, we should get out of here. Now.
Did Ichi did we arrive?
Yeah, you guys, you kind of like cool. You into the room at the same time.
Okay. I just wanted to say that as Ichi entered the room, she had her boot like ready to throw at a monkey. And then she realized he wasn't there and she puts it back on.
Rufa's gonna just shake his when he sees Itchy, just shakes his head. He has this really annoyed look on his face and just goes over, takes his chain whip, and just goes in Chinese. He says, "This is for the audience. Met us some little brats."
Nice. You can hear a mischievous giggle in the back of your head. But when you hear that giggle, you look at your hand again, that symbol reappears almost like ink in a pond. And just like ink in a pond, as the river flows, the symbol is gone on your hand once more. Um, with the heart palm in hand, the rope and vine getting out of this ditch, and of course the magical chain whip is shifting, I'm going to hand wave that you get back to the Jaguar warriors. It's been a few hours. They're a little worried, but they're not sending in troops because they're like, we're not going to die for strangers. But once you come back with the heart palm, in the shape of a heart, the pack leader just goes, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Okay. Get in the carriage. It's about an hour ride back to the main part of Tanakalan. Hey, Sweet Talak, you're their escort. Take him around the city, take him right to the king. I have to go check with the South Regiment. Skip ahead, skip ahead. You enter the beautiful city of Tanaktalan. Literally every brick of the road, every ounce of stone used to build these buildings is made from the purest gold, pure jade. It is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. You see massive murals on buildings in emerald and ruby and sapphire stones. You're seeing depictions of gods conquering monsters, of humans revering gods and rising up to become heroes and gods themselves. You're seeing massive fields of grain, women giving birth to entire civilizations as time and death just go forward in a cycle again and again and again through the power of womanhood, through the strength of humanity, and through the ultimate respite of death. You see gods and man die in the dirt together and rise again. Massive murals. You're seeing people wearing brightly colored clothing made from feathers, leather, wood, you're seeing jaguar pelts and armor made of heavy cotton walking around town. And everyone knows every jaguar warrior by name. There is no separation of that caste of the warriors above the peasants. They're one of the same. You see priests or just dripping in gold, just being joyful and happy and preaching the good word of every single god of Azmakan, and people are learning. You see them teaching in the streets, children in a semicircle as priests are like going over alphabet and ABCs and letters and language. The priests are not only their religious jays, they are their teachers, they are their guidance, they are their counselors, they are their medical professionals. And then you start to learn that they're also their government officials, as when the priests stop you and the horse almost stops as if revering a great wall. And the priest looks to Tulitalak and says, in Nazmakan, in the name of the great city in the first rainfall, who are these outsiders? And Tulitalak says, oh, they're here with its luchadora, and they're here to see the king. And he goes, why do I care about luchadora? Because she's awesome. No, Tuli, Tuli, that's not what I asked. You
Yes, Tuli.
sweet. And he looks to you and he goes, wonderful. South Asmakani, wonderful. Listen, just so that I don't have to butcher their language, could you please tell me what you're doing here?
Well, we are the tip of the spear.
Is that a mercenary band?
No.
Is that a war tribe?
No.
Okay.
There is bad things on the horizon, and we have come here with a delegation across many lands to dialogue with your king and forge alliances to push back the foreign invaders who seek to subjugate our people and theirs.
Okay. Oh,
Also, my grandmother is La Pacificadora. In case you've heard of her, I don't know if you've heard of her. She's one of the best. She's was one of the most famous ones that just forged peace between many people.
Okay, she sounds like an amazing woman, and I'm sure we'll build a mural to her soon. But are you here for King Hawadzotel or King Tlamakozui? Which one are you here for?
BJ, quick question. I'm looking through my notes. I think we have a written script, official script from Alphon Prime. Did we have one?
You have an official document saying that you were the tip of the
Yeah.
spear of Alphon Prime. Yes.
Yeah. I forgot. Does Rufa or Alona have that?
Yeah, I do.
I'll,
I
Okay.
would assume I do. I have it.
Okay.
okay. To be fair, this conversation has been happening in Osmocon.
Yeah, so
Unless
even
you
though
know the language, I don't think you have any idea what's going on right now.
Yeah. But really quick, Rufa gets. You would you say that Rufa would kind of recognize this be some kind of government official or?
Give me a perception check to pick up on the vibe of the conversation. We'll go from there. But in the meantime, the priest does look to Ichi and he says, again, which king are you here to see? King Hawatzodo or King Tlamakakazui? I'm butchering that. I know I'm butchering that. I apologize up front.
It's funny because you made the names. Anyway, sorry. What were you
Look,
saying, Sam?
Aztec and Mayan names are hard.
It's true. Ichi looks around. She says, well, the king that would be most concerned with foreign invaders subjugating your people.
Give me a quick diplomacy check.
Ichi didn't take political science.
I love the idea of a poli-sci luchadora who's like, excuse me.
Yeah.
That is a 16.
16. Okay. The priest kind of nods his head and he goes, and he leans in and whispers in Osmocon. He says, between you and me, King Tlmakazui, not a king. It's kind of like has to be their king because of an old treaty with West Osmocon. We don't talk about it, but he's put there because of the real king, the king the gods gave us, the amazing king of King Alcotl, who took the throne from his brother Tizak. Uh, hopefully Tizak's doing well in West Osmocon. Anyway, if that's the guy you want to see, I can put in a good word. Do you have your sacrifice, your show of fidelity?
Sack of rice. We brought a heart of palm.
They
We
he
don't
looks at
have
the
any rice.
no rice, although I like your headset. I am hungry. He looks at the heart of palm and goes,
A monkey god. We took it from a monkey god, so it was very difficult to obtain.
did you go to East Osmocon?
I don't think it was east. We weren't that far away.
Okay.
We were like right here.
Okay. 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 We
It
don't
was
have a
like 10
diplomatic
minutes
problem.
ago.
We don't have a diplomatic problem yet. That's adorable. Talak, is this your doing? And Talita just goes, we told them to get a heart. They got this. And you got a monkey god. Okay, we're gonna fast track you. And in common, he steps and he goes, foreigners, welcome to the land of golden love and community. We all share, and we'll give the speech later. We're gonna take that heart, and I'm gonna take you to the king. And we're not gonna talk about the monkey god. Understood?
Don't mention a monkey to the king.
Monkey god. Monkeys are fine. We're not yet. We're not gonna talk about the monkey god yet.
Why?
Hopefully we'll figure that out. But for right now, just follow me.
Okay.
So kind of whispers over to Ichi goes, they probably do not like that human either.
So this priest makes you leave the cart that you came in on. Tlutalak, of course, is following you as protection for both the city and you, depending on how the situation goes. He's got a bola. He's got this wooden sword with this jagged chunks of rock coming out, and he's got a shield. And you got the feeling from his calves that if this dude needs to jump, this guy could probably jump like 30 feet straight up in the air. He's a powerful man. Yes.
Rufus gonna also then whispers over to Alona and goes, oh, and do not forget that the official written script document, just in case we might need it, just in case.
I'll keep that in
So,
mind.
so the Jaguar War and the priest take you deep into the city. The city is canopied by the most beautiful emerald trees you've ever seen. These things are massive. They stand easily 100, 200 feet in the air. Their leaves are bigger than your torso, and with the setting sun creating this golden silhouette, the whole city seems to flash like a lantern as these emerald green trees seem to kind of shade and create shadowy silhouettes. The only thing that ruins this perfect open air world is you start to kind of see the damage that the air raids from these orcs have done. You see buildings just kind of caved in. You see some of the streets broken and disheveled. Um, the priest is starting to note though. He's like, "Yes, apologies for the destruction. We have been attacked by certain individuals, which what we have noted is that they have not been attacking any holy sites. They have not attacked the castle of their king. They have not attacked land for raising food. They've mostly just been attacking the road and certain market structures. Yeah, we don't get it. Their attack stopped. Thanks, thank the gods of the city and rain. Um, but hey, I'll take whatever victory I can get. The priest then leads you to this massive structure built like a stair set, but each stair is probably about 5 to 6 feet of stone before you get the next one. This thing is easily 100+ feet, and there's little doors all over this massive geometric shape in a pyramid with stairs built into it. And the priest eventually, after much time and effort, takes you up and into this big meeting area at the top where the sun comes through a massive hole with a domed crystal glass. So in the center, you see this beautiful rainbow of color and this red plush carpet that was hand stitched by a generation of craftsmen. And on a throne of solid gold, you see the powerful warrior build of King Hawatzodl. Scars from battle, bruises, probably from recent skirmishes. His crown is a beautiful gold sun disk with feathers, and he's wearing war paint as he speaks. His weapon is by this chair. His shield is on the other side, and he leans, almost like he's leaning down. And in Osmegon, he says, they bring a sacrifice of fealty to King Aotsodal.
Sure did, your gloriousness. See this wonderful lady holding it right here. We found it just for you.
Mm. That's a heart of palm, correct?
Yes. One of the most glorious hearts that can be obtained from the bounty of nature.
Mm.
Respectfully, sir.
That's friggin' hilarious. I love what you did there. And a heart of palm in the shape of a heart. You did that.
Yeah, a little wordplay. I heard you like that.
Oh my god. I never told anyone I love I love puns. Priest. Take a note. Puns from now on. At the next orgy we're having puns. That's amazing. Oh, I love puns.
Ichi turns to the rest of the group since we're speaking as Makan, and she's just like,
Morel's just like, and Tobias is just not paying attention. Just, this place is really swanky.
I'll turn back to the king and I'll say, you know what else? You want to know a good one?
I would love to hear a good one. Yes, please.
One of your guards out there was like, did you bring a sacrifice? And I was like, no, I didn't bring a sack of rice. And he didn't get it.
He did it. Give me his name. I'm gonna demote him. That's
Oh
hilarious.
no, I can't do that. You're too
okay.
much. You're too much.
I am too. I know. I'm too much. Well, what could I say?
You're just enough. No, for real.
Oh, okay.
Oh, do you
DJ.
speak this language with their language? What do you all call it? Common?
North tongue. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at it. I only know simple words. I wouldn't be very good at communication.
Got
Yeah.
PJ, can I just ask this out of
Mm-hmm.
character? Is the king basically the emperor from the Emperor's New Groove?
Cusco!
I had to ask.
Cusco!
I'm getting that vibe.
Mr. Cusco!
No, not Cusco. This is not at all accurate, but let's just say, what if Krunk wasn't as much of a himbo and was king?
I like it. Yes.
So we just need to
I
look
like
out
it.
for a switch. Just be careful about the switch.
Yeah.
Wrong lever, wrong lever. So King Awasodal continues and he says, "Oh wow, okay, so I'm sorry, it's been very boring in here with Star Wars and my brother. I've had no wars to fight, and since becoming ambassador to the gods by divine right, I've been absolutely bored. And it's great to have strangers in this court. How can I help you? And thank you, priest. Get the heart of the palm and make it a snack. I'm hungry. That looks really tasty. How can I help you? Oh my god, you get a hero point. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do with it the next 15 minutes, but you got a hero point.
Beautiful. Ichi will relay this to the rest of the group and basically say, so he's asking what we can do, what he can do for us because he thought we were very funny and he likes that. He likes us.
Yes. Oh, Alona, the paperwork, the
Oh.
paperwork.
Yeah, Alona gets out the paperwork. But Rufa, wait. Ichi, can he
Yeah.
read? Can he even read this?
I'm sure he's got people for that. Just how about you tell me what you want to tell him and I'll translate.
Okay. So Alona is going to hold up the scroll and she's going to talk to Ichi. This is a certificate from Adolphon Prime that states that we are diplomatic representatives meant to warn other countries and aid them in their in the defeat of the Green Army forces that are trying to take liberties away from people and i.e. take over the world.
I don't like that. I live in the world. I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, you're
Hmm.
right. You're right about that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, thank you. What can I do? No offense, I'm not sending my troops out of Azmakon. The attacks on our nation just kind of stopped, and we're in a rebuilding process. Thankfully, they didn't attack anything important. They just attacked roads and market districts. But
Well, wait, I can't understand.
She relays. I'm just constantly relaying from now on.
okay.
Okay. Well, you do not have to leave your hometown at all. We'll make this free and convenient and easy for you with a few small payments of friendship. We are asking to see if perhaps, maybe, you can offer us guides to get us to East Azmakon.
When you mention that, his face suddenly drops. His eyes become level with the focus of a warrior who has done terrible things in war. He stiffens up in his chair, shifts his weight, and in a bad comment, he says, East as Macon. You go to.
Well, we have discovered that the reason that the orcs that were attacking you have stopped is because they have relocated to East Azmakon. Our fear is that these orcs, because of their fantastic bond with their animals, may be trying to create a bond with your animals, therefore taking them away from you and using them against you.
King Hawasodal stands out of his chair, and you see the powerful body of a king forged in war. A king who overthrew his brother through superior might and wit. As he stands up, he cracks his neck, cracks his knuckles against his chin, pops his jaw, grabs his weapon, picks up his shield, hefts it on his back, and looks to his priest, and he says, in Osmicon. Priest, get the council, close the temple. I have to go be an ambassador to the gods. And as he steps down off his long stairs, he looks to you and in common, a really bad common, he says, King, by gods, talk to gods. And in Osmicon, he says, if the orcs are trying to take the gods out of the godlands, it is my duty as king to prevent that. And it is also my duty as king to be ambassador to the gods in East Osmicon. I will go with you. And by my right of rule, you will be allowed to enter the forest.
Thank you. All we want to do is help. So we will be there for whatever you need, and we will help make this way in there and stop them from messing with the Godlands.
There's a great shame in returning to the Godlands. Part of the reason why I'm the ambassador. I would not want to have our peace treaty with the gods destroyed by outsiders who wish to see us dead.
Well, so the next steps are to, you said, meet with the council?
Oh no, the council's going to take over duties while I'm gone.
Oh, okay. So
It's just like formality. The council's going to do all the political stuff until I'm gone. When I get back, I'll put them in their place. I'll probably throw one
Yeah.
off the top. It's a whole to do. Look,
You always
it
have to do
matters.
that. At
You
least
got to
once.
assert dominance, right? Look, I didn't overthrow my brother to get overthrown by a priest. Am I right?
Yeah, priest.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna get my
She, like,
Jaguar
looks a lot.
warriors. Yeah, I'm gonna get my Jaguar warriors. I'll meet you in like a couple hours. Go have fun. Go play games with the children. Enjoy the city. But then after that, we're gonna have to leave for East Asmicon right away, and it's gonna get a little serious.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. But really quick question, just aside from this,
Yeah.
this is the whole thing. We just brought you like a whole God problem. But anything like weird been happening around here, like before we got here, other than the whole attacks and stuff? Some weird vibes.
Weird vibes. Ooh, this one time I had a rash. It was weird, but then a priest gave me a cream and it got better. So not
good.
really.
That's
Yeah,
good.
pretty good.
I heard a great tourist destination. Tell me if this is true or not. I don't really know. I
Sure.
heard from my old history teacher that there's a really great tourist destination, this like really old temple down, like kind of in, like if you're on the beach and then you just like keep going like into the forests and then like down like a ravine. He said there's like this really old great historical temple down there. Like, what's that like? Should we go see that before? That's where we should go take our like vacation time before we head out?
Would this be in North Asmicon or West Asmicon?
Oh, here, like an hour from here.
Priest. You heard her. Do we have any weird temples somewhere in that general direction? The priest gets out this like big like sheet of paper on a board, and they're flipping through all these different sheets and go, according to the census we took at the beginning of the year, there's nothing out there but jungle and monkeys and raw coffee beans. And the fishing village. Yeah, in the fishing village.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your teacher must have been a liar. I don't know.
Be mistaken. All right, okay. She'll turn to the group and be like, y'all, anything else you want to relay to this to Good King?
Yes. Could you perhaps tell the king here that the free part is was lost in translation, perhaps that there will be costs, there will be resources that will be needed to do what we need to do.
Wait, the free
never
what?
Never go free.
Did I say that? Did I say free?
Rufa, we are not traveling the world to exploit the plight of other countries. We are doing this to save the world. I'm sure the king will be more than happy to give us supplies because he is also coming with us. Once
They
we
have
finish this,
gold bricks. They are
He,
not
here's how he goes.
exploiting them.
He goes. Gold bricks. I know this word. Gold bricks. Yes, 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 yes.
He's just like a really big fan of gold bricks, and he
Yes.
was just wondering, like, is there anything he could do for you to like get some of them? Because like he loves gold
Yes,
bricks.
You mean our crappy stones? Yeah, if he wants crappy stones, we'll give him some. I don't care. Like, but don't take a lot because we got a quarry and we need this
True.
to actually like build our city. So
True.
yeah,
And
go ahead.
also, we do have a friend who had a place here, a business that was sadly uh, taken down
Oh,
by
you're
the.
right.
We need to perhaps rebuild that so we could have a communications be reconnected.
Hmm.
I'll relay
Uh,
everything. Yeah.
well, the business district was taking heavy attacks. We weren't really too upset because markets. Um, but yeah, no. If you need to repair that, Ed, hold on. Everyone, give me a really quick diplomacy check.
21.
27.
26.
Nice. He looks you up and down, kind of looking in your eyes, I should say. He gets the vibe that like markets are important, and this individual is important to you. He looks to the priests, and in Azbakan, he continues to say, "How are we doing on the marketplace repair?" And the priests are like, "Per your orders, we made that a dead last priority. We're fixing the roads so that like transportation can get in and out of the city." He sighs. All right, fine. Divert half your resources into making the marketplace get fixed faster. I don't know who their friend is, but he seems to be important. And if they know someone here, it's probably a sign from the gods that it's important. Sorry, I don't want to piss off the gods. Understood, King. That's why my favorite priest. And the priest starts signing paperwork to fast track the repair of the market district so that Isuo's house within Osmicon will be fixed pretty quickly. And to that, King Awatsodal looks at you all and goes, "To adventure. Center Square, meet me at my Jaguar guard in about 2 hours. I haven't done anything this exciting since I overthrew my brother. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my good face paint. I'll be right back." And he starts running off, and he's like super fast. Gone in a second.
He's fun. He's fun. And also, she's just talking to the group in a language that just us can understand out of earshot for everyone else. And also, every guys, outside of this whole thing we're about to do, something weird is happening.
Yes, it is. Rufa does smell a mystery.
That temple shouldn't be there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about it not being there, but Sung Wukong basically said it was his job to lead us there. So for whatever reason, whatever force sent him to us, it knows we're here.
Perhaps once they have Izuel's business up and running again, we could ask him. He is knowledgeable about the deities.
I just know that whatever it is, it's got something to do with like the in between and I saw my grandmother there, and she saw me first.
Rufa, you know, perhaps one of the mysteries we should be solving is to find out who was pulling the strings of that Monkey King.
Yeah. Well, first things first. Got some Godlands to visit.
Mm-hmm. True. Oh, and Alona, you especially with when dealing with politics, and especially dealing with nobles, you never offer anything for free. That is when you are very, very suspicious. Even if you ask for a coin, there's always a price, especially when it comes to nobility, and especially when you go through the government.
Ilona writes down in her journal, today Rufa taught me about capitalism.
And as Awasodal prepares his Jaguar guard and gets on his good war paint and prepares to escort the heroes of Edge of Legend to East Osmocon, that is where we end today's special episode, episode 41 of Edge of Legend. Thank you so much for joining us in the chat. Thank you for your awesome jokes. Like Reap Psyche said, it's just capitalism. So without further ado, thank you for the subs. Thank you for the love. The links are in the chat. If you need the links again, please let us know before the end of our goodbyes. And we turn to Mr. Michael Powell. Tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Well, I am Michael Powell. You can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which is at Mr. Kapow. That's MrKapao, or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Powell does stuff, because I do a lot of stuff, such as my YouTube channel, which is Fantastic Tales of Adventure. And also on, I believe, Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Toyzilla Network channel here on Twitch. You can find me on Toyzilla Live, where I talk about toy news, where you can get them, and all that nostalgia stuff. Hope to see you there.
Awesome. Sidney Rubino, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
OG at me, hello! My name is Sidney Rubino. You can find me all over the internet at Sidney Rubino. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all the things. I do lots of stuff just like Michael, except not the exact same as Michael, because that would be incredibly redundant. But if you like stories and you like them being read to you and you like discussing morals, every Tuesday I have a YouTube channel, and I upload videos of me reading fairy tales, folklore, and then we discuss the morals of those fairy tales and folklore. So if you think that's pretty cool, come follow me. We do things and stuff.
Awesome. Absolutely go check it out every Tuesdays. Awesome stuff. Excuse me. Sam, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, I am Sam Sterling, and you can find me at Hey Sam Sterling in all the internet places. Right now, what am I doing? I don't know, stuff. Every week or so, I'm on some random streams, and this one, of course, Poison Tulips, this Saturday. That is our 4th episode. I think it might be our last episode. Is that true?
I think we have a few more.
A few more?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a little whoopsie daisy today, ended up in the homelands of Asmocon. But that was a fantastic episode. Thank you all for watching. And that's it for me.
All right. Well, my name is PJ Megaw. You can find me all over the internet at pj.megaw. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. When I'm out here Wednesdays with these lovely legends and you, the chat, you can find me with Michael Powell. Tuesdays, 3:30 to 5:30 with our talk show at the table, talking about TTRPGs. Also this Saturday, as Sam really put out there, we're going to be doing Poison Tulips on twitch.tv/Gilding Light, 1 to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where I play Joaquin Tupenny, the older the twin brother to Izzy's wonderful character, and we just go on crazy misadventures. And next Sunday, May 9th, I am shocked at how fast it's happening. May 9th, we're going to be doing our Jasper's Game Day. A few legends in the chat. Reap Psyche and Scups are going to be playing. We have Michelle Rep, and I'm going to butcher their name, Andrew Winkley, I think, are going to be appearing. We may have a special guest as well with them. We'll see. Still in talks with them, but it's going to be an awesome one-shot for charity, for great cause, for suicide prevention and awareness. May 9th, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 for all my legends on the East Coast. And I think that's it. We have some surprises coming down the road. We'll let you know when we get there. So until then, we'll see you same nat time, same nat channel here for Edge of Legends for episode 42. It's all the heroes and legends that couldn't be here for whatever reason. This world or the next, we love you. You are heroes, you are legends. And we'll see you next time.